Yippee. I heard we're going.
We are. Streamlabs did a weird thing, but I'm gonna assume that it's fine.
Yeah, that's probably what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, no, I think that's about right. Hang on.
Ready for a Skittle to get a deep to fried?
Yeah. What did there's something about deep frying that I read or something.
Oh, I thought you meant like there's something about deep frying that I just
There's something about deep frying I think is just so wonderful. That's what I always say.
Yeah, I always say this too. I say it and it's true. True.
Whenever I do the add everyone in your channel, it for some reason brings up Lacrozy. Like it's Lacrozy and then everyone.
That's weird.
So it's like
I don't know why it does that.
Yeah, it's either like I tell Lacrozy or I tell everyone, which
That's
you
really
know,
strange.
I don't know.
How about some deep fried
I guess maybe it thinks because it's Oh, Chimerak, what happened?
Oh, hello.
Eat minerals.
I was hoping to make one giant one.
What minerals are you gonna eat?
We'll see what happens
We
here.
love minerals.
Gotta make sure those colors don't run too much.
Everyone, what's your favorite mineral?
Water.
That's not what I mean. I'm talking about mineral deposits. Also, hi, Cheshire.
Is there like... Oh, it's my 6-month sub-anniversary. I won't share that.
I've been having that on mobile where whenever I watch Triss, it's like, share your watch streak, share your sub-anniversary, and I'm like, get off of my chat. Go away.
Go away,
Alright.
go.
Not any of you. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Twitch.
That turd sunk straight to the
Yeah,
bottom.
chat. Yeah, chat.
Oh my god, it's like a clown had diarrhea. How will you know
Oh,
it's
boy.
done?
Yeah,
Your
and
guess
what's
is
these
as good
Skittles
as
getting
mine.
all fried up?
Some of them have fallen out of the batter. I think
What do they
the
give off?
Skittles are dissolving, so I'm gonna get them out of there. And that's one.
It looks like
And this is two. We'll try it with just one Skittle.
it looks like some kind of demonic fruit salad.
All right. Admittedly, the
I mean,
presentation
just
could use some
fruit
work.
salad in general.
That's where the Skittle was.
It's not a
All right,
salad,
we're
but
gonna
it
be
is
going
plenty
for
of
the
fruit.
big one here.
True.
Now that's Skittle-rific. And as for the taste, now I know no one's gonna believe me, but this
Yum.
is great. Not just
Oh,
good, but
actually.
great. It tastes like a fruit-flavored funnel cake. I mean, it looks bad,
Oh.
but it tastes great.
That's very
It tastes
strange
the
to
way it doesn't look. It's crispy, it's crunchy, it's a little doughy. I'm gonna have
So
to
I
give
should
the
probably
deep
actually
fried
get chat up on my
Skittles a 5 out of 5.
computer.
You should.
Bop, bop.
5 out of 5. My God.
How else
Well, hey there,
how else am I gonna look at the
folks, and,
creatures?
welcome back,
I know, right?
I guess. Woo! And there it is. It's a giant.
Les-
Oh, this is. Hang on. This is a real thing. I thought this was like a joke.
What is it?
Cheese it.
giant- oh.
Cheese it tostada. What? This is a real thing. What?
Yeah, I saw that at a what's it called? Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. What are you doing? What's
I didn't
going
see it on the menu, but I saw something. It was like a sign like Cheez-Its are here, and I was like, oh, did they just fucking crush up Cheez-Its? I did not know it was a toasted otta.
A toasted otta. There was a really nice place near me that used to do really great tostadas, and then they closed.
Only they would do. It was too good.
No, it's because the owners. Actually, maybe I shouldn't say anything.
Oh.
There was a falling out between the people who owned it. Let's put it that way. And then it was no more.
Ah.
Yeah. I'm not going to elaborate because I don't want to be too specific.
I
But
mean,
yeah.
If you left the names out, unless it's just like generally unpleasant.
Oh, I don't know what their names are. I feel like if I specify too much, it could be a problem. Also, hi, Scoots. What's that?
I mean,
What's that emote?
would someone be like, I know it's peeking at you, eyes.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, I like their little
You know
boink emote with the hammer. That's cute.
It's reminiscent of. What is it?
Yeah, Ongo Goblovian,
It's
of
called Stare.
course.
Ongo Glove.
Ongo
Yes.
Goblovian, the art collector.
Like fucking fart collector, am I right?
I'm gonna invite you to a show, but first, let me destroy your gallery. Bullshit, derivative. Anyway. And then the way he goes, that I love, I absolutely love. And she goes, that's the air conditioner.
Well,
Oh, hey,
it's a
Mudlark.
good air conditioner, okay.
That's a cute little, Oh, that's Hound's thing. I see.
Hound is lurking. We love
I'm
Hound.
surprised that... No, it's Mudlark, not Hound.
Yeah, it was talking about Hound.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I'm following Hound? I realize that.
Oh my, I can't believe. You're a
Weird.
fake gamer.
I
Doesn't it? I
guess.
bet you don't.
I-
Sorry.
And there
I
it is.
I don't... What'd you say?
I bet you don't even play Super Animal Royale.
No, I don't. It's true. I'm sorry.
It's a giant Cheez-It with,
Also,
toppings. Oh, that melted.
Also?
butter
everybody,
for
what do you
Cheez-It. How am I
what
gonna
do you
get
think
this out
about
of
the
here?
ad block for YouTube? What would you
Perhaps
rate it?
putting it in a box
They can't see
that
that.
seems
It's in the
and-
corner.
and collects with
Can
the
they not?
cardboard
No, I
isn't
can't
the
see it.
best of ideas, but, you know, I'm no
Oh.
executive.
They've been shielded.
Tomatoes, you got lettuce, sour cream,
you're right.
cheese, meat? That
Anyways,
came
that
out
looks-
exactly the same. I don't know what I was thinking.
Uh,
I guess what I'm trying to say is the boys
That
at
looks
the lab
fucking
needed
awful.
to spend
It does,
a little
yeah.
bit more time on this one.
A soggy
The
Cheez-It?
idea as it stands is a little half-baked. Now, now it looks like the picture.
Taco Bell. What are you doing? What's going on over there? What is this a cry for help? What is this fucking
Tastes
thing?
like Cheez-It? You know what? It's really not that bad. Eat it immediately, because it will glue itself to the box almost instantly. And now that I'm looking at it, there's really not all that much to sausage, so we may have to add some pork filler to this. Also, for 20 cents, I bought this
Yum.
avocado verde salsa. That's gonna make all the
I got that
difference.
salsa. They have a new like $3 menu item, which is like a something chicken.
We'll give it
thing.
about an
I was like,
equal
oh, this
amount
is
of
just like a little
pork.
bit of chicken on like a soft taco and like some like the better lettuce that's like kind of
It
cabbagey.
still
you
doesn't
know?
look like
See-
a lot, but we're gonna
This. Not to harp on, you know,
Uh-huh.
not to
Oh,
harp on
taco.
not to harp on something, but the old 7-Eleven pizza puts this thing to shame.
use the natural
Just
flavors
saying.
of the Cheez-Its
Honestly, yeah.
tostada to flavor
You know-
this
you know what they
sausage.
fucking got rid of?
I can
You know they got
see
rid of?
clearly now the
What did they do?
rain is gone.
They got rid
I
of
can
the
see
veggie burrito.
all sausages in
At Taco
my
Bell?
way.
Yeah, there's like a
Now,
$2
someone
something
correct me
veggie
if I'm
burrito
wrong,
that had
but
like
this might be the first time
black
we
beans,
mixed in
like
pork with
tomato
fast
and like
food.
stuff and like
Oh, I see.
a little bit of the guac, and they
That's
stopped
the
making it.
Cheez-It water.
Hmm.
In 3, 2, 1. Let's sausage.
Best thing of that fucking dollar menu, and just couldn't stay around.
Well, it certainly made more sausage than I thought it would, but I was.
It's because
way
they
off on
hate
the case
vegetables. That's why.
part. Which special
Well, 'cause
thanks
they had to put
today's
more than, like,
Mark
3
Boxelot
ingredients
box
in it.
artist?
Yeah.
Is that me? What? What? What?
Oh.
What?
Is this AI?
This guy! This Will It Blow is brought
deep
to you by
faked.
Helix Sleep.
Hmm.
Helix Sleep, the makers of premium mattresses and bedding.
You think that's gonna work? I don't think so.
It was nightshade poisoned.
Yeah. No, I just saw that in
Yes,
the
it does.
server.
That's an excellent blow. So I'm gonna have to
What
give that
is-
Will It Blow 5 more Gruffalos!
Oh, I can
Here we
imagine
go.
what
Hey, Nikia.
nightshade poisoning is. Oh, hello. No, I don't use Adobe.
This thing's been cooking
I don't
for
know
30
about AI
minutes, and it's
poisoning,
just
quote
as
unquote. What
jiggly
is
as it
nightshade
was when it
poisoning
first went
for
in,
like
so
AI
I'm calling it
algorithms?
done.
I've heard it. I think it. My understanding is that it stops the AI from using it, but I don't know if that's correct. I know that it fucks with the AI in some way, but I'm not sure what it is.
Because it seemed less like they were defending their files and more like, I'm uploading to my fucking cloud poison. And it looked like a bunch of like weird AI images with maybe some like algorithm busting metadata or something like that.
I support poisoning the AI. I think it's a good move.
I'm not so sure how much of the Cheez-Its I can taste in there. The Cheez-It
I'm
tostada
poisoning
doesn't
the
make
AI,
for good
trying to get the hands
sausaging,
back to
but
being
the other
fucked up.
ingredients do when you add pork to it. Had we have added the right amount of pork to it, I think this easily would have been a 5 out of 5. It's just too gooey as it stands. Too many condiments. But taste-wise, it's amazing. And for that reason, I'm gonna have to give this sausage here a 4 out of 5.
Hmm.
Bop, 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 bop.
I feel like
Bright sausage day.
he's being very generous, and I don't understand why.
He's just in a happy mood.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, wait, what's all this? What are we doing here?
We're gonna listen to some very true stories.
Oh, is there like some sort of like game we're playing with everybody here, or?
We're playing a game where we decide if they're a load of horseshit or they're true, and they're usually a load of horseshit. I think we've had like 2 that we thought could be real, and the other 4 from last time, I think we were like, no. I think. But
I see.
you know. I was curious about this one, the allegedly true lockdown horror stories. I think we should go with that one.
Oh, interesting.
I think this
Well,
is
before
where
we
it's
go,
at. Yeah.
I found what the nightshade thing is.
Mm-hmm.
Nightshade is computed as a multi-object optimization that minimizes visible changes to the original image. While human eyes see a shaded image that is largely unchanged from the original, the AI model sees a dramatically different composition in the image.
Oh,
So,
I
like,
see.
It says here, we see a shaded image of a cow in a green field, but an AI sees a large leather purse lying in the grass.
Oh.
Enough shit like that, and the AI starts like combining those two, and now it started making like cows with like leathery handles and smooth side pockets.
I see.
Interesting.
Well
Sorry,
done.
Just yeah, it's kind of fucking interesting to be like, it's weird bug night vision AI view sees something and it starts confusing the data sets.
Yeah, no, it is interesting. I agree. Also, I just realized I should change the screen.
Screen.
All right. Let's see. Subtitles don't be like that. Right. Tell us a story, Mr. Man.
Okay. Lockdown. Oh, is this school lockdowns though? I remember this.
I don't know.
might get a bit fucked up.
Every year, our school is required to perform at least 2 lockdown drills. But our principal at the time would always have us do more like 3 or 4.
If it seems like it's getting too problematic. Also, Shark covers up the ad block for YouTube thing almost entirely. That's great.
God, what a fucking what a legend.
What a legend, Shark. Thank you so much.
4, so I was pretty used to it.
You know, if this seems like it's getting too problematic, we'll stop.
All the teachers would always warn us ahead of time to save any panic. That morning, as I walked into my first period class, I was informed by my history teacher that the school would be having a lockdown drill that day. I actually kind of liked them, because it meant we'd have less work to do.
I'm calling
considering
bullshit
the 20
already.
or 25 minutes they always take.
Why is that?
30 minutes
Teachers
into
never tell
class
you
and
the
a short
important
buzzer
stuff.
went off, followed by our
You're
principal's
so
voice
right.
on the intercom. Like every other drill, he explained how the school was going into lockdown, but that it was just a practice drill. He explained that should there ever be a real lockdown, the buzzer would sound for longer, and there would be no intercom announcement. Our teacher instructed all of us to shut the curtains and go into the corner of the classroom that was not visible from the outside door. He then shut off the lights and locked the door. For the next few minutes, we sat in silence. Eventually, we heard footsteps outside. It was the principal trying every classroom door to make sure they were locked and that the classes were responding to the lockdown correctly. Before I knew it, the drill was over. The day progressed, and I was now sitting in my physics class, which was right after lunch. At some point, I ducked out of the class to use the bathroom. Now, our school building had a basement. Down there, they had a bathroom that was much more private and a lot less busy, so I would always try to use that one. There were a couple classrooms down there, so it didn't look weird for me to go down there. I was sitting in one of the back stalls. I was the only one in there, which was usually the case. All of a sudden, I heard the lockdown buzzer start going off from outside in the hall.
Oh, thank you, Faye.
It sounded for about a full minute.
How low to
before
you,
it
too.
stopped.
Hello.
Waited for the principal's
We're
voice to come
deducing
over the
spooky
speakers.
stories.
We are.
It never did. Which, like I mentioned earlier, was supposed to signify a real lockdown. At first, I didn't really think it was a real lockdown, though. It happened too close to the practice lockdown earlier that morning. I thought it was just a second part to the drill.
I
But
think
as
schools
I
also
sat there
fuck
for
up
a
their
few
drills a lot of the
minutes, I
time.
started to
They do, yeah.
Like,
If that were the
hit
case,
shit
that probably would have been
twice.
explained over the intercom. I started to panic, now thinking this was real. I wasn't safe in the bathroom. The door had no lock, so I ran outside to try and find a classroom. There wasn't much for options in that basement. It was also hard to see now
Schools
that
like
they turned
that
the
are
hall
very
lights off.
spooky, though. It's true.
But I did
No, I
manage
think
to find a classroom.
Schools are actually a very creepy setting, I
The
think. They
handle
can be very well
was
done.
locked.
I agree.
I looked in through the glass part of the
It's
door.
very liminal, this
One of
horror.
the corners, I could barely make out a kid hiding. There was a class inside.
My horror so
I banged on
liminal.
the door, explaining that I was a student and trying
My
to hide.
horror's liminal.
I got no response. I was both terrified and frustrated at the same time. I realized protocol was to never let anyone inside no matter what.
Liminal horror.
Lemon.
was on my own. I thought
Good
about
with
going back
fish.
to the bathroom, but found an empty computer lab first and settled on that. I got under one of the back desks, and for the second
Speaking
time
of
that day,
fish,
sat in silence.
Mm-hmm.
Only this time for a real lockdown.
We've started watching
10 minutes went by.
an anime.
Nothing.
We have, yeah.
Played over the intercom.
But that's
Then
really, we all
the
have to pay
ear-dropping
attention.
sound of running footsteps from outside coming
We need
down
to
the
deduce
basement
this.
stairs. I could hear the person's heavy breathing. It kept getting closer. It now sounded like it was just outside the room. I started adjusting my body position to try and duck down more to get further out of view, when a light turned on.
Yes, it's about fish, the
It
anime.
was the light to the computer on the desk above me waking up. I must have accidentally pulled the mouse cord. It wasn't that bright, but it was enough for me to make out a silhouette in the doorway to the room. I genuinely feared for my life in that moment. The person was just standing there.
Okay. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Just speaking devoid of any truth or lie to this, I don't want to sound mean, but whoever wrote this is really boring. Like you're describing this in a really boring way, and it's to the point where like I've already forgotten what you're even talking about. Like I know I know roughly what they're talking about, but like they're mentioning so many little pointless details that are not important here that I'm like, can you get to the point? Like nothing scary has happened so far. You think that there's a thing going on just because there was another, like, it gets to the point, you know?
They wouldn't enter the room.
I mean,
and after what felt
This,
like an eternity,
a very
they turned
bad
and
school
continued running
situation
down the
like
hallway.
this, it was
A few minutes
a
later,
spooky
the
enough
lockdown
thing
was
on its
over.
own. I don't know how you make
The
that
school
boring.
tried to keep the incident silent, but it eventually got out. Apparently, a kid in my grade that I actually slightly knew stole his dad's gun and got into school through a back door he left propped open earlier in the day.
Uh-huh.
Police showed up to the school and detained him before any bullets were shot. They later searched his backpack and
So
found
then,
a
yeah,
paper with
it's-
a list
that's
of
what
names
this
on
is.
it, which they believe was who he meant to kill that day. Pictures of the list itself leaked. My name was number 4 on that list. I never heard if the kid just got scared and decided not to do anything, or if he just genuinely didn't find anybody after entering the building. Either way, I believe the person that I saw while hiding in the computer lab was him, and that I could have lost my life in that moment.
Yeah, nothing really happened.
Yeah, yeah. Nothing really happened, and I'm not overly convinced that I'll be honest, this sounds, I mean, not to say that like these things don't happen, because they do, but like I don't know. This just
Whatever do you mean?
it feels very paint by numbers, you know what I mean?
A little bit, yeah.
It feels
Story number 1.
it feels very paint by numbers, and it also feels like I'm getting a little bit of that like creepypasta thing with the whole like my name was number 4 thing. Like,
Well, the allegedly true story bits are they feel like creepypastas where they can't dip into the supernatural.
yeah, no, they do.
And like that can happen sometime.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's not beyond the realm of possibility, because, you know, like Faye said, real if America, it's a distinct possibility. But like, I don't know. It feels kind of. It all feels very kind of vague and sort of meandering in a way that's like, like all that stuff about like, oh, I was going from here to here and I was like running from, it just like the middle bit of that just felt so like, it's the kind of writing I would do several years ago when I was like, I need to meet a word quota. Like I need to meet a word, like a certain number of words, and so I'm kind of just filling space.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it could be real. Like, I think it's a distinct thing where it could be a thing that actually happened. I'm just honestly, I think the whole like my name was number 4 thing kind of is the most. I don't know, the most, like, kind of makes me go, I don't know, like...
Yeah, it's a little strange, I will admit.
Yeah. Anyway, though, yeah.
Back in October of 2016, for
believe
whatever
this,
reason,
the story's
these killer
better,
clown sightings kept
Yeah.
being reported around America. Real or fake, videos of them would almost always get posted somewhere online. For that whole month, it was all over the news. I remember in our town specifically, it kinda got out of hand. People in the area were committing real crimes wearing clown masks, or sometimes full-body clown outfits. It was honestly terrifying. Anyway, back when this was happening, I was in high school. Throughout that whole month, many of the staff and student school emails received threats. They were always from a different random email address, so there was no real way of blocking them. It was always something like killerclown@cvx.zy or something random. It usually had something to the effect of killer clown followed by some random characters. It got so bad that the school had to send out a mass email to all students and parents saying they were aware of the threats and were taking them seriously. I remember some days the teachers were instructed to teach with their classroom doors locked. We weren't even allowed to leave to go to the bathroom. Needless to say, a lot of us were on edge. I have no shame in saying it was really scary. I saw some of the things the
It's
emails
very
were saying.
scary.
A lot of it was really graphic
clown.
and truly disturbing. Of course, at the time, none of us knew if anyone was really planning to act on these threats, or if it was just someone somewhere behind a computer screen playing a sick joke. But honestly, it felt like only a matter of time before something would go down. And finally, one day something would. I was in my trigonometry class when the school's lockdown alarm went off. Our principal's voice then came over the loudspeaker. His voice was shaky.
There's a clown.
Now, our principal was a pretty intimidating dude, so hearing
I-
fear in his voice only furthered my own fear.
I don't know. I think
I knew this lockdown had to be related
I
to
think
the
this one might be
threats.
fake. I don't think clowns are
In
real.
that classroom,
No.
there wasn't really a good corner for all of us to hide in. You could see a good
Clowns are.
Get fucked.
So our teacher
I know, right?
barricaded the door with all the
Clowns are a
desks and
figment.
chairs in the room. We then sat as far away from
No
the door as we
punny.
could. Although even this provided a clear view of the glass window on the door.
I
I watched
not to
as
just
all the
say it
lights
and put
abruptly
everything
turned
out
off in
there.
the
Is this
hallway.
going to be 3 school
Only
shooter
followed by-
stories?
I mean, I'd like to think not, but
Because the field trip one was like 2.5 shot. It was like 2 child abduction stories and then 1 story that wasn't really about field trips.
true.
Lovely.
Should we just find a different one? Because I feel like this is less interesting to me. Like,
Yeah, we can.
it feels like it's verging on that kind of like distasteful territory, and also like, I don't know. To be honest, of the 2 we've heard so far, I mean, we haven't finished this one, but I feel like we know where it's going, and I also feel like it's probably not true. So.
Are we looking for allegedly specifically? Because I saw 3 downright terrifying thunderstorm. Do we want to finish? I don't think I don't know.
At 3 times speed, well, it can do 2 times speed.
By the lights in the classroom, the familiar hum of the heating system faded. The school had cut the power. It was eerie. The whole building was quiet, and there wasn't the usual whispering or joking around from other students like there was during practice drills for this kind of thing.
Okay, well,
Our
let's see
teacher
what
had a
this
little
one
fear
is
in his
at
face
least.
when we were on edge.
Yeah.
We sat there for multiple minutes. We then heard a metal banging sound, like someone was hitting the lockers down the hall. A voice started yelling. One of the girls sitting next to me quietly began crying. The noises continued off and on for the next few minutes. As time passed, the noises kept getting louder, as whoever was making them seemingly kept getting closer. At this point, my classmates and I were staring at each other, all of us gauging each other's reactions. Then the sound of the classroom's door handle rattling. I looked up. Through the glass on the door, I saw a
Is
clown
that
mask on
Diary
the
of a
head.
Wimpy Kid on
I
that
stood there
desk?
for a while, not doing anything. Then,
I think it is, yeah.
the sound of the door handle rattling continued. They were trying to pick the lock. We all sat there listening to this happen, when the lock disengaged. Immediately, the full body force of this person smashed into the door. The desk barricading the door slightly shifted back. This happened a few more times, but not much progress was made. They eventually gave up, and we could hear their footsteps running away down the hall. When police arrived, they cleared the building and escorted all of us out. No one was ever found responsible for the lockdown. It's believed that at least 3 people dressed in clown costumes entered the back entrance of the school that day, intent on making true to the threats sent over email.
They didn't even do
At the time, the
anything?
school did have
They
some
just kind of
cameras,
came
but during
in
the lockdown, they cut the power,
and
so
then
we couldn't
gave up
copy
and
anything.
left?
School was canceled for the next few days. When we came back, the school had installed a new auto locking feature on the doors and windows.
When they started saying the sound like somebody banging on the lockers, I thought that was going to be gunshots, and I was like, oh no, I do feel bad about this, but now no, they didn't fucking do it. What are you talking? What? God.
The fact that nothing happened makes it so much more real and spooky.
Oh, the fact that we didn't even see any clowns made it so real. Anyway, fuck this. We're going to a different one.
Like there's because I was looking at that thunderstorm horror stories, but those aren't allegedly though. So
Yeah, no, they're not. Although sometimes they're alleged anyway. See, I'm interested in like horrifying true high school horror stories, but it's just gonna be more fucking shootings. Like
it is. Well, okay. You know when they say like, don't show the monster type thing, like obscure it, make it hard to know, because like
Mhm.
the space you feel in your brain is gonna be like the most spooky thing out there. I think some people take that too far and they just don't fucking do anything, and it's boring.
Yeah. Skinamarink. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. No,
Uh,
it's okay. Allergy season, right?
yeah.
But no, because like that is for tension, and then like
No payoff.
the point. the point of being like building tension is to fucking hit you with something. Like tension on its own
Yeah.
fades once you realize it's not gonna be anything else, you know?
Yeah, and actually, despite me kind of making the joke there about Skinamarink, I actually do think that's kind of the problem with Skinamarink is like the tension kind of goes away because they're not gonna do anything, and then yeah,
You know, like tension's like gray health in like a fighting game, you know, like it'll heal back on its own. You need to have something that cashes it out, makes it real.
yeah, it's a problem. What about the three allegedly true janitor horror stories? That sounds spicy and not school shooting related, hopefully.
I bet. Can we make bets?
Yes.
If we all make one bet, then we'll have like a bingo card among us.
Poopy horror.
Wow, wow, pop, 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 pop. I bet they're gonna mop blood.
Fair, yeah. Well, let's find out. Maybe they will.
And what's your prediction?
My prediction is that they're going to be working the night shift, and there's going to be a serial killer in the closet or something like that. Because tropes.
Faye. There isn't gonna be a Dookie monster.
A Dookie monster, could be.
I used to work as a janitor for my local
The
shopping mall.
the janitor.
The job
Oh no!
itself
Oh,
was pretty
we're the
straightforward.
janitor.
Empty
Oh,
the trash,
fuck.
clean
Yeah.
the floors and windows, clean the bathrooms, etc.
Reminds me of a
The only thing I
decent
didn't like about the
spooky
job
horror story
was
I
that it
heard about
required us to do all
nighttime
of this
zoo
during
maintenance
non-business
people.
hours,
Anyways.
Oh.
which essentially meant my
From the
sleep schedule was
position of.
completely opposite to that of a regular person. The mall wasn't that big, and so usually the only other people working at the same time as me were one or two security guards and maybe one other janitor.
What the fuck is a
But the
Dillard's?
night this whole story takes place,
Okay, I'm glad you said that.
scheduled.
So I was thinking the same fucking thing. What is Dillard's?
What is Dillard's? Is it like
Store
Dick's?
chain? What Dillard's? What are you? Ah, ladies. Ah, men.
Knives.
Ah, dresses. Ah. Ah.
So it's like bougie Sears. Oh wow.
Shopping images.
Ugh.
Okay, so it's like a Macy's type place, I guess. Or bougie Sears, yeah. That works too.
More expensive Macy's, maybe.
Maybe. I mean, Macy's is pretty expensive as it is, to be honest. I mean, you know.
Yeah, but
As far as
Macy's
I
is
can
like middle
remember,
class.
There was supposed to be one security guard,
I suppose.
though I hadn't seen him yet, and it was already 3 a.m. and halfway through my shift.
Fucking
so I honestly don't
Dillard's.
even know if he was there or not. It wasn't completely unheard of for me to not run into the security guard for a while.
More like
This guy
Dilford's,
specifically
am
was
I right?
notorious for not
Yeah.
showing up to a lot of his shifts, so there was actually a decent chance I was working completely alone that night. I was doing the regular, cleaning the floors while I slowly made my way towards the back of the mall. Something I should mention is I would always work with my headphones on. Now, I get it, probably not the best idea, as it made it almost impossible to hear anything around me, but frankly, 18-year-old me couldn't have cared less. Or, that was at least until I noticed something. One of those gates used to close up stores and
can't.
malls wasn't closed all the way. It was like only halfway
You
closed.
can't do shit like that
I
without
instantly
having
took
some
off my
tunes.
headphones and narrowed it down to two
Yeah.
possibilities. Either one of the store's employees didn't properly close it for the night, or someone broke in after it had already been closed. Now, this took place in a pretty small town, where at least for the
Full
most part,
over-ear
everyone knew
headphones are a
everyone.
little bit much though.
The crime
Like,
rate here is low,
Yeah.
to say the least.
you know what I do
So
at work
stupidly,
because I have
I just
long hair on the
instantly
one
assumed it
side.
wasn't
I
closed
wear a
properly by an
single
employee.
earbud in the side
Even
that's
though I was
covered.
only a janitor,
so that
I did
people
have
Stealth.
a
constantly see
spare
it.
set of keys for all the stores, so I figured I'd just lock it up myself. And so I
Stealth,
did.
and also you can like hear
As
out
I
of
was doing
one
so,
ear still.
I swear
Yeah.
I could hear some sort of rustling sound coming from further in the store.
Some sort of wrestling sound.
It sounded like clothes being moved and rubbing together. If I'm being completely honest, this shook me up pretty bad.
Oh god, it's
I
an
feel my heart start to
ASMR
race as I
YouTuber.
was coming to the realization that
What
there
if it's
might
just
still be
people
someone
fucking in the mall?
But ultimately, I figured my mind had to have been playing tricks on
It
me.
is.
I felt this sort of urge to go inside to confirm this.
ASMR
Can't
Dr.
explain it,
Corvo
but I
and
guess it kinda felt like the only way to put my
ASMR
mind at
Catboy
ease was
Maid,
for
and
me
they're
to see for
fucking.
myself that it was
Hmm.
nothing. So I turned on my flashlight that I always carry around while I'm working and walked inside.
And yeah,
It was
I do.
deathly
It's
quiet in there.
cleaned up and
Started
more
slowly
refined
looking
now, but
around with
yeah,
my
I
flashlight.
still have long on the one
The
side.
store wasn't that
I
big.
I love how he put like for the flashlight bit he just put like a fucking night vision filter over this. Like that's not what that is, but
And so this
good
went
job,
on
I
for a
guess.
couple minutes, when pretty much everything had been searched except the very back of the store. I started walking over there, when just to the left of me, I could
It's
hear
like
what
Manhunt.
sounded like breathing.
Yeah, it's true.
It sounded like breeding.
I almost instantly pointed
Oh,
my
fuck.
flashlight to my left, and to my absolute horror, this revealed a man in one of those purge masks you'd see in the movies. It was clear
Oh.
the guy was trying to hide in a clothes rack. I also quickly noticed the guy was carrying a knife. Not like a small pocket knife, but rather a large hunting knife. I'm not gonna lie, I was so scared I froze. Before any words could be said, the guy lifted his finger up to his mouth as a way to signal me to be quiet. At that point, I figured I'd seen enough. I turned around and ran faster than I've ever run outside the mall and into my car in the parking lot. Before I could even catch my
Oh,
breath,
it's
I
fucking
floated
Wii
out of it while
Division.
dialing 911. I wanted to call the security guard that was supposedly inside the mall to at least warn him. But for one, I didn't know his phone number. And two, like I said earlier,
You didn't tell him? What the fuck?
but I did leave a voicemail for my boss.
Oh, he didn't show up for work. Okay.
Explaining everything that had just happened.
Or he just didn't see him
Best
around.
description of
Maybe
the guy
he was
that I
already
could.
there.
But like I mentioned earlier, he had been wearing
What
a
if he
mask,
left without telling the
so there
other
wasn't really
people?
much I could say. The next day when I showed up to work, that store specifically was completely roped off. It turns out it was robbed, and had been before the police were able to get there. A part of me feels bad for not doing anything, but I mean the guy had a knife. I think I'm justified in saying I'm not going to risk my
Woohoo,
life for the safety of some
someone
items in a
stole some
store. As far as I
shoes.
know,
Yeah, no, good for you.
it's
Don't
supposed to work,
don't
and I
risk
got
your life
fired.
for a fucking
As
store.
for me, I worked that job for another 2 years after that. Ever since
Now,
the
did you
robbery
know that,
happened, the mall would always
The
have at
moments
least
before
3
you
or 4
green out,
security
your
guards present
vision
at
does
night.
turn green.
I like to think this
And it
helped me
does
in
act
not
like night
experiencing any
vision,
more
but only
terrifying
for a
things in
moment.
that job again.
Crazy.
This will forever go down as one of the most terrifying things I've ever had to experience.
Okay. I mean, I would feel more inclined to believe this person if they didn't say they were wearing a purge mask, but
It's a little specific. I guess.
yeah.
Like, it's like okay, that's the. How do we make this more realistic? Because it wasn't like a murder. They didn't chase me and have a slasher moment. It was like they were just there to rob the store, and they're like, shh, don't say. it."
Yeah. I mean, you know, could be real. The purge mask thing makes me think it's probably not because
He was wearing that really cool sick ass mask from V from Vendetta. You know.
he was wearing a hockey mask like the Jason Voorhees.
He looked like a dream warrior from Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Or isn't Nightmare on Elm Street 3 the Dream Warriors?
It is, yeah.
Looked like a Dream Warrior from Nightmare on Elm Street 3, the Dream Warriors.
Yes. It's true. You are correct.
My favorite featured film.
But yeah, no, I don't. Could be, could not be. Who knows?
I was 17 and in my 3rd year of high school when this took place. The high school I went to had always been small, though for whatever reason, this year in particular had a record high
I've heard
number of
almost
total
school stories.
students. And obviously with more students, this required more employees for the school, which included school janitors.
Please stop giving me school stories.
In
I
my
don't
opinion,
want
it
school
always felt like the
stories.
school needed more janitors, and so it was actually kind of nice to see.
Could I
the
have
school
something that
finally
isn't
moving
that?
on. Though, needless to say,
You
this
gotta
was
cater
slow.
the.
I mean, by this point, it was already
yeah.
2 weeks till winter break, and the school was still scrambling to find more janitors to hire.
I almost said
They
something
had
weird.
hired a few, but still clearly not enough to account
You know,
for the
you gotta cater to the target audience.
I mean, I would say that's less mean and just accurate. But you know,
total amount of
Yeah.
students.
you know,
With winter break just around the corner, a lot of my classes had big project deadlines coming up. And So on Wednesday, me and my 3 friends decided to stay behind after
mean,
school.
you never
to
see,
complete a
like,
project that we had
You
honestly
finger out
already been started
family
on.
band around the
We worked in the
office, you
classroom
know.
for our English class. And
It's always
True.
English teacher, Mr. Simmons, was actually really
Finger hut
nice.
band
We knew he
band
wouldn't care if we stayed late in his
school
classroom to
story
complete our
drama.
project. After maybe a couple
Because
hours
when
of
you're
work,
that old,
we
that's your
finally
whole
leave for
world.
the
Because you're
night.
fucking
The
institutionalized pretty
classroom
much.
unlocked,
Yeah.
and simply told us that when we were done, we would have to get a janitor to lock it for us. We worked for another couple hours, and that's around the time we were actually starting to finish the project. I opted to go find a janitor to lock the classroom for us, as I figured the quicker we could find one, the quicker we could go home. As I was walking down the halls alone, I couldn't help but get this incredibly eerie feeling. Being that it was winter, even though it was only around 7 p.m., there was absolutely no daylight coming in from the windows. It also didn't help that half the school's lights were already turned off by now.
God, I
That
fucking
along with the
fucking
fact
love
that the school's
winter, by the
practically
way.
empty of people,
Me too.
made for a really disturbing setting.
The sun goes
For a
down
janitor for a
faster,
good
and
10
it's
minutes,
cold, and all the
but couldn't
bugs
find anyone.
die.
It was like there was
Yeah.
no one else on the ground floor except me and my 3 friends. As far as I knew, this
Love
wasn't
to see
normal
it.
at all. I was sure there were always
Can
at
we
least a
listen to
few
6
janitors
allegedly
working
true
during
bug
non-school
stories
hours.
next?
But that's when
I'll
I
look
walked
that
past the
up, yeah.
stairs leading down to the basement of the school. From what I could see, there were even less lights on down there than where I was. I stood at the top of the stairs for a good couple minutes, debating if I really wanted to go down there or not. But that's when I heard what sounded like a vacuum. I figured that had to be a janitor, and so I started to walk down the stairs. Now, our school was set up so that right when you go down to the basement, the classroom just to the right was the computer room.
I got the
I
green.
looked inside.
Cheshire, the
since
green
that's where it
vision's
sounded
back.
like the noise was coming
Green.
but that's when I realized it wasn't a vacuum. Rather, one of the computers was being powered on. And standing right next to it was a dark figure with his back to me, only illuminated by the dim light of the computer. Even in the darkness, I could tell the guy was wearing one of our school's janitor uniforms. I had absolutely no idea why a janitor would be powering up a school computer, but I disregarded it and said, hey man, is there a chance you could lock up a classroom for me? The guy stood up from his hunched position and turned around to look at me, but he didn't respond. He was just standing there. Hello?
Got caught with the
A
porns.
few more seconds of silence. Out
Whoa.
of nowhere, the guy started full on sprinting in my direction. The guy ran so fast, I
playing
barely had time to register what was
coolmathgames.com.
going on. I, of course, turned around and ran back up the stairs, just to look back and see the guy was nowhere to be
Also,
found.
look at those tennis
I
balls on the
figured he
bottom
just
of the
ran further
chairs.
down the basement hallway.
Oh yeah.
But that's when I realized these stairs were the only way out of the basement. There weren't even windows down there. Whether that was an actual janitor or not, I didn't care. I called the police and reported the situation. I then called my friends, who came to stand at the top of the basement stairs with me and wait for the police to arrive. And when the police finally got there, we would lead them to the basement, where we would be told to wait upstairs while they searched it. 20 minutes later, the police would come back up the stairs, now with a man in at least his early 60s in a janitor's uniform and in handcuffs. I instantly recognized him as the same man I had seen in the computer room. It later turned out
just
that the
fucking
man had been living
stayed
in one
down
of the
there?
school's basement supply
Oh.
closets for the better part of a week, which is where he had
Oh
gotten the
my
janitor's
God.
uniform in the first place. Left behind in the closet was a makeshift mattress, many empty food and drink containers, and most disturbingly, multiple Polaroid pictures of the school itself. Some even featuring unsuspecting kids in classrooms, or even just in the hallway during school hours.
And that's slightly
The guy
creepier, I
was
guess.
quite literally hiding in plain sight throughout the day, and was only getting away with it due to the vast amount of new janitors being hired, which allowed him to blend in.
Janitors?
Saw that
Of
too.
course, be arrested, and this whole situation would actually cause the school to shut down for the rest of the week. The only thing still unclear, at least to me, are the guy's motives. Why he had all those Polaroid pictures of both the school and the students themselves.
Maybe he just loved taking
or even why
pictures and
in
he
the
was
computer
fucking
room at night,
homeless.
Still doesn't make any sense to me.
Maybe he was a
Let's check his fucking email.
photographer. I mean that could, I don't know. Maybe like I don't know.
It's like the janitor made from scratches.
Yeah.
Loves to take pictures. Janitors love taking pictures, but it's not of you. You're just kind of in the way. They just like doing it.
They just like to take pictures. It's a part of what they do. But yeah, I don't know. That feels very Oh, Nilo Unwoo? Unwoon. Thanks for the
Uwoon?
follow.
Nero Uwoon.
How's it going?
Hello.
Janitors do sometimes have high turnover, but I feel like that's odd that bro just went undetected. Yeah, that's odd. It's strange to me. I find that hard to believe, but
But is it a real story? It's allegedly true.
I mean, it's one of these things where, like, whenever you have stories that are like, this person was sleeping in a supply closet, I'm like, I see what you're going for, but, like, people use supply closets a lot. Like, I know people talk about them like they're this fucking abandoned thing that nobody ever goes into, but, like, no, there's stuff in there that gets used pretty frequently. Like, people go in there and get stuff. It's not like nobody ever goes into a supply closet.
How is he laying down?
That too. Yeah.
Mattress?
Like,
Even if it was like a double door, like that's still like diagonal, like ooh.
and also, how did he even get a mattress in there in the first place? Like, when? How?
How did he get into school in the first place if they're like homeless, like wandering in? They don't unless they brought a janitor's outfit with them.
Yeah, that's odd.
Or just like snuck in, crawled up through the floor like a bug.
Like a bug. They came through the floor. Yeah. Yeah, no, I find that a bit weird. The mattress thing makes me think like that doesn't really track to me personally.
Or they just it's like what would show that they're living food wrappers in tins and a mattress. Ooh.
I could see like you know, like a makeshift thing, like they
Or
put
like-
some I don't know, they took like some fucking pillows or something and made like a makeshift thing out of that. But like I find the idea of like a full mattress in a supply closet, like that feels, I mean, even if he wasn't in there, like surely you would have someone come in and go, why is there a fucking mattress in here?
I do feel stupid because like I was like, oh, they're just sleeping in the closet, and it's like, oh no, they probably take the mattress out and put it on the floor. But like a bedroll or something like that, which could actually be stuffed into a corner and hidden, and or do people actually work during the night at the school? I mean, not all night, I imagine.
Yeah, or like, I don't know, even just like a sleeping bag or something, like that would make more sense to me. But like, the idea of like, there's a full mattress in this closet is like, you sure about that one? I'm not sure about that one.
It could be like a single, like one person bed mattress.
Yeah,
is-
but even then, like, yeah, those are fucking big even then. Like, they're sizable, you know?
Inflatable, you know, and they get a little pump out air mattress, you know, go brrrr.
Yeah. Good point.
Or like your little square mat, yeah.
Oh god, that thing is still in my room, taking up space.
I work as a janitor for a hotel company in my area. It's not really a housekeeper position, as I don't clean any rooms. Rather, I'm responsible for things like cleaning the pools, cleaning the floors of the lobby and hallways, refilling the vending machines, and various tasks like that. The company owns a few different hotels in the area, and since I work for the company itself, it's not uncommon for me to be constantly going back and forth between hotels during my shifts. The
Well,
shifts themselves are always in the dead of the night, so as not to disturb guests. Typically, they'll be from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Hmm.
Anyway, this night I was doing the usual cleaning of the floors. I'd say I was around halfway through my
vending
shift.
machines are
It was
usually
2 a.m. at this
stocked
point,
by
when I look up and
the
see some
company
guy in
that
his 40s down the hallway walking
lends them
towards
out.
me.
Like a
When he
Pepsi
gets
person
close
comes and
enough,
fills
I
your
take out
shit
my
up with
earbuds to see
Pepsi
what he
or like
needs.
snacks.
Yeah.
You
The guy
do not
explained
do
to me
that.
the remote to the TV in his room was
Usually.
completely
Also,
broken.
This is such a fucking hotel carpet right here. Like,
Fuck, yeah.
it's awful. It's a terrible carpet.
It's awful. I wish hotels had arcade carpets.
That carpet is the worst thing we've seen in this, or the scariest thing we've had in this video so far. Also, I agree with you, Sam. They should have arcade
Now,
carpets.
like I mentioned earlier, I wasn't a housekeeper. I never went
That
in the
glow
rooms,
in the dark.
and technically
Yeah,
my job
yeah, of
had no
course.
duties consisting
Of course.
customer service whatsoever. I didn't really think I would have been of any help to the guy, but I figured I could at least try. I asked him how exactly it was broken, and he responded by saying that everything on the remote worked fine, just that he didn't understand how to operate the volume button. I found this kind of odd. I've seen what the remotes look like, and I can't imagine anyone not understanding how it worked. I mean, there was only a total of like 6 buttons. I tell the dude that if he grabs it from his room and brings it to me, I would gladly show him how it worked.
6
But
buttons.
for whatever reason, that set him off. The guy starts complaining, saying how bad the customer service is, and how it would be so much easier if I just came to his room quick. And so eventually I give in. I asked him what his room number was, and it turns out he was only 1 floor above me. Plus, I figured it wouldn't take too long just to show someone how to change the volume on a remote. And so I told him after I finished cleaning the hallway I was working on, I would go up to his room. Around 5 minutes later, and I head up to his room to knock on his door. Hey man, I'm here to show you how the remote works. Right after I call out, I could faintly hear voices talking. It was muttered, but I could tell there were at least 3 different voices coming from inside. The talking went on for so long that I figured the guy hadn't heard me. But that's when the voices stopped, and maybe half a minute later the door slowly started to open. The guy barely cracked the door, like I'm talking maybe an inch. Something I noticed almost right away was that all the lights to the room were off. Other than
Green.
the faint glow from the TV,
back.
it was completely
back.
black in there. The guy opened the door a bit and told me to come inside. I hesitated. I did not want to go in there. Everything in me was telling me it was a bad idea. Come on, come inside. The guy sounded more insistent this time.
He's talking into the hoodie
Pushed the
again.
door open, but tried to remain as much in the hallway as possible. I also took the opportunity to reach for the light switch just inside the door and turn it on. And to my horror, this revealed that the guy was completely alone in the room. I know for a fact I heard multiple voices coming from the room just a few seconds earlier.
They're
My
all
mind was
hiding.
racing. I started
Yeah.
to panic, thinking more people could have been intentionally hiding in the room. I tried to quickly explain the volume switch from where I was standing, but the guy interrupted me, saying I needed to come inside and show him. I reached out my hand and asked for the remote.
This reminds me
but
of
the guy backed further into the room
hitchhiking
and
story
gave me the
where,
hand
like,
signal, meaning I needed to come to him.
like,
I
no,
figured
come
that was
to
it.
the
There was
group of
absolutely no
people.
way I was going
Yeah.
inside
Gonna beat
that
you up.
room. Without saying anything, I turned around and got
But
out
it's
of
in a
there.
hotel and not a car.
But before getting in my car and driving off, I would warn the people
Oh, now
working
it's in
at
a
the
car.
front
Never mind.
desk. I thought about calling the police, but ultimately decided against it, as the guy technically didn't do anything illegal, and I figured I couldn't really prove that he had intended to. I mean, I don't even know what his real intentions were. But at least in my mind, I definitely avoided a very dangerous and even possibly life-threatening situation that night.
I mean, maybe, or maybe he was just a dumb old man who wanted you to help him. I don't know.
Maybe he was really bad at. Did they say he was an old man?
I think it was my brain came to the conclusion that he was an old man. It might not be
They
true.
Just really, well, because I mean, the technology thing too, but
Yeah.
and also complaining about basic shit is an older generation thing. Anyways,
Old people love to complain. It's their favorite thing to do.
so true. Could have just been really bad at flirting, I think.
That's true. Or I mean, maybe he just didn't. Maybe he was like, "Can you just come in here and show me how the volume works?" Like,
I don't fucking show me.
I don't know. That to be honest, I could buy that being true. It sounds more like. No, you know what this sounds like actually? This sounds like someone taking a true story and then adding shit to it to try to make it creepy.
Like, I heard other voices in there too.
Yeah, like the idea of actually there was a guy who was just like, "Oh, I can't, like, my volume isn't working," and then maybe he had the lights off or something, and then the guy telling this story was like, "Oh, what if, like, I heard other voices and, like, he kept telling me to come in the room and yada yada yada." Like, that's what it feels like to me.
This is a fake story. I think the big giveaway is the filling of the vending machines.
Yeah, the vending machines, you know. The vending machines are one strike of many against this situation.
But if the guy was over there, then who put the fish in the percolator?
Oh, fuck. Now that's the question. No, that's what we should really be asking.
Do the percolator. Do the percolator.
Do the percolator. Do the percolator.
Do you remember that video? Do the percolator.
I don't.
Someone's like saying do the they said do the percolator, and they're doing like a little dance, and they got up on a glass table, and then it broke.
Oh.
You can see it now, I bet. That's old school fucking. It just reminds me because like it's like always someone fell down. It's the weird shit they were saying beforehand that makes me remember.
I see.
Our table, no.
Our table.
What about the thunderstorm stories?
Yeah, we could see what the thundered storm stories are. Oh,
How'd this happen?
you're doing this now, eh? Oh, nope, never mind. Fuck you, YouTube. Fucking trash platform, piece of shit.
Actually, I'm not using an ad blocker. Okay.
Every once in a while,
believe
I
you.
like to go what I call
Oh,
minimalist
wait.
camping.
Sorry.
It's basically the type of camping where you only take what is absolutely necessary to survive.
Also, can you turn up a little bit? I want to hear the
It's
crap.
definitely
waves.
not for
Yeah.
everyone, but I see it as a fun challenge.
It's an itty bitty
I mean, oftentimes I won't even take a
Thank you.
tent, just a tarp to lay
No
on the ground.
problem.
I did exactly this over one
tarp
June
camper.
weekend.
God damn it.
I was alone and
Bugs
in the
crawl
middle
all
of the
over this
forest.
man.
Now, it was like a
Bugs.
campsite. I usually try to stay away from those. I much
Bugs.
prefer a completely uninhabited part of the forest. Usually what I'll do is park in some random spot on the side of this forest road. I'll then walk out at least a mile and camp where I'm stood. Or sometimes if I find
So
a small
if you
body of
click
water,
rate
I'll
us,
camp
does it
next
go
to that.
away? Or
Anyway, it was the first night of this specific trip.
Ooh. Good thinking.
I hope it never
At
comes
this
back.
point, it was already dark. I was laying down next to a fire I created with a small fire starter kit that I had brought when it started to rain. Now, again, I didn't have a tent.
Okay, but
I was
Bugs.
Oh, it's rain time
in
now.
the rain.
The rain.
To make things worse, I checked the weather for the
Good thing
weekend
you
the
have a
night
tarp.
before, and no rain was
True.
shown. I guess that just goes to show how inaccurate those predictions can be. It was only sprinkling, but I knew if it got worse, I'd just have to call the whole trip and go home. Of course, it did get worse. It started absolutely pouring out. And to make things even worse still, thunder and lightning both started going off nearby. So, I packed up what little I had and started jogging back to my car through the dark forest, only lit by a dim flashlight I had in my hand, and the occasional lightning flash. Fortunately, I made it back to my parked car relatively quickly. In order to see anything in front of me,
My
I had to
parked
put the
car.
windshield wipers on their max setting. I had about 10 to 12 miles on this secluded and narrow two-lane road in the forest.
this
with
person
no
driving so
streetlights
fast on this
before I would
road?
make
Jesus
it back to
Christ.
a main road. I was only about
They're
2 miles in.
Absolutely
I rounded a corner and
bonkers.
saw a Subaru with a small trailer parked diagonally across the road.
I love to drive
The way in
fast
which it
on
was
rainy,
parked
wet
completely
roads
blocked me
and
from
turn
getting
my
by.
brights on and off.
Me
I couldn't even
too.
go off the road to get around it because
my
the
favorite
trees on the other
pastime.
side.
Hmm.
I wasn't able to see inside the car, so I turned on my high beams. This revealed a man slouched over in the driver's seat, his head uncomfortably resting on the steering wheel. From the looks of it, he was completely unconscious. Just then, lightning struck. The flash revealed another man.
That was the ad skip.
He was outside, laying face down on
I
the
swear
road
those
in
are
some
put there
puddles.
sometimes on
He
purpose.
too looked up.
Oh yeah, totally.
An immediate sense of unease overwhelmed me. The scene was too perfect. I mean, the car and its trailer just so happened to block the entire road after a bad accident, and everyone involved became unconscious. I was seeing a lot of red flags. I had always heard stories of people playing dead in the middle of the road as a way to lure unsuspecting people out of their cars for some sinister purpose. I decided I wanted no part of
Oh
this.
yeah.
I began reversing to find a spot where the trees gave me enough room to make a 3-point turn.
Have you seen that spooky shit people tell
My eyes kept
stories
darting
about?
back
Like,
and forth from my rearview mirror to the Subaru. Just
What,
when I got back
faking,
for it, I turned my head back towards the
faking car accidents so they can mug people or whatever?
or like putting like a bunch of bottles in the road, you know,
Hmm.
and like rocks and branches and stuff, so that you get out to clear it, and then when you get out, either they mug you or they like steal your car or whatever. You know?
Yeah. Shit like that.
Subaru one last time. And
Usually not
my
like
blood ran cold.
to kill you.
The
It's
man
like
that
no,
was
it's
in the
usually to
driver's
take your
seat
shit.
and the man that was lying on the road were now both running full speed towards my car.
Ah!
Meanwhile, more men were jumping out
I
of the
like-
trailer
I like-
and proceeding to do the same.
More jumping out of the trailer, yeah.
And at least 5 or
So
6
many.
men
So many.
I was still completing the turn. When they got close enough, they started aggressively yanking on the door handles.
Yanking.
But I had them locked. I threw it in drive and barreled out of there.
The yankening here.
I was forced to take a longer route back home. For that drive, I swear I had my eyes on the rearview mirror, checking to see if I was being followed, more than I had them on the road in front of me. When I did get home and had a second to calm down, I called the police. Though they didn't find anyone or even anything matching the descriptions I gave. And I'm not sure
Well,
anything.
no, they would have moved.
I didn't get a license plate number, and it was too rainy to make
No,
out
what do you
any
mean? They were
facial
hanging out there
features.
all the time.
They moved their car and their trailer? What?
They
How?
didn't have any weapons. Rather, they had stuff like
And moving
ropes,
him.
handcuffs, and tape.
Here?
You'd think people doing this would just want to rob you, and admittedly, that's probably how it goes for most of these cases.
They had things like
But
rope,
I truly believe
bombs, and lamp oil.
I don't know
Rope,
what they wanted to do,
Lamp oil?
but something
Bombs?
tells me it was worse than being robbed.
Could have been mine. Could have been yours, my friend. Oh,
Yeah. I just wanted to sell you some fun stuff.
The house I grew up in was very large.
No, I
My
think...
bedroom was on the second floor.
Sorry. Shut up.
I think it's real.
I think I can see a thing like this being real, but when the part where he lost me was when he started talking about how there were like 5 or 6 men who came out of the trailer and started running at his car.
Oh, you said trailer. I thought he said trees. I thought
No,
like,
no.
we were like jumping down from the trees.
They were
like
popping out of the
Naruto.
trees, yeah.
Naruto pre-Shippuden, just like coming down and like
Yeah.
jumping, you know.
No, they're just coming out of the woodwork, yeah.
And they go.
I'm just imagining like a fucking clown car. Yeah, exactly, Fate, like a clown car. Yeah, just clown trailer of men just popping out, coming at your car. But no, I think it's bullshit.
The house I grew up in was very large.
Bullshit.
My bedroom was on the second floor, and its window overlooked the driveway and neighborhood street it was attached to.
Okay.
At the time, my bed was placed almost right up against this window.
Mm-hmm.
I was around 15 or 16 when this happened. Both of my parents were out of town
Okay.
on some vacation,
Prediction: there's gonna be a man in the window.
and I have no siblings, so this meant I was home
What?
alone.
What do you mean?
As a teen, I tended to stay up
Who knows?
late, sometimes doing homework, but
could it mean?
oftentimes browsing social media or texting friends. It was somewhere around 4 a.m., and I was doing just that while lying in bed. Now, I have to mention, it had been raining with the occasional distant sound of thunder for pretty much the whole night. And being on the second floor, it was pretty loud. But even this didn't drown out the sound of what I can only describe as slight knocks on glass. Like I mentioned earlier, my bed was right up against the
What
window.
could it be?
The sound was right next to my
Thump,
ear,
thump, thump.
so naturally I assumed it came from the window.
Who knows?
To be completely honest, it sounded very different from the rain hitting the window. But I told myself I was on the second floor. It had to have been the rain. I mean, what else could it have been? So I sat there and completely brushed it off. Fast forward 30 minutes, and I was still awake lying in bed on my phone. All of a sudden, I heard the all too familiar humming sound made when the garage door to the house is opening. I was more confused than anything. It was 4:30 a.m., and here I am lying in bed while the garage door is being randomly opened. I figured something with the electricals must have been glitching because of the storm, so I got up out of bed to go and shut it again. I made it about halfway down the stairs,
Bed.
and I stopped.
Bed.
In the corner of the kitchen, I could see some figure wearing all black and crouched down. But I couldn't tell if what I was seeing was real. I stood there for probably 20 more seconds waiting
It was
for the lightning strike to provide enough light to see.
Is this
Boogler?
My heart sank. It was very clearly a person, but I couldn't tell if they were looking in my direction or not. I decided rather than making a run for it, I played off like I forgot something upstairs. I patted my pockets as if I was looking for my phone and turned around to go back up the
And then I
stairs.
whistled to let them
When I
know.
got to my room, I shut
It
the
was
door,
very
locked
casual.
it, and pushed my dresser in front of it. Immediately after, I called my dad. On what had to have been the last ring, he picked up in a groggy voice. I sternly asked him if anyone was expected to show up to the house, because someone was downstairs. Sounding more concerned this time, he said, No one's supposed to be in the house. He told me to stay on the line while he called the cops using my mom's phone. I didn't hear anything in the 7 or so minutes it took police to arrive. But to be fair, it was still raining really hard, which drowned out a good amount of the noise. As police were searching the house, they found a grimy-looking man hiding behind a set of boxes in the basement. In his possession was one of our large kitchen knives and one of those garage openers you put in your car.
Oh
As
my
it
God.
turns out, my dad's car was broken into while he was at work a few months back. And included in what was stolen was, of course, one of our garage openers. We never found out who was responsible, but I guess now we know. Though, how he actually found which garage it went to, we have no idea. We also don't know what he had planned to do that night while I was home alone.
Okay, here's the thing. As far like removing the question of whether they're true or not, I will say that's probably the one I've liked the most so far of the ones we've heard.
Yeah. Of the things in this general line of
Yeah.
quality. Although a lot of this really is just boiled down to, and then somebody wanted to kill me for no reason.
Yeah, I don't know, like I will say of all the ones we've heard, this is probably the one I feel is the closest to maybe being true, aside from the fact that I think the saying that his dad's car was broken into and they took the garage door opener several months ago and then they showed up, like that part to me feels weird.
Yeah,
But
it's premeditated. That's the spookiest part.
I mean, there's premeditation and then there's fucking, I don't know, just being lazy. Like, takes you several fucking months to go and rob this guy. Like, what are you doing?
No, they didn't want to rob him. They wanted to kill them.
Oh, right. It was a murder, not a robbery, of course. Because it's always a murder. It's never just, they're just breaking in. It's always, oh, they're gonna kill me because a reason, whatever that reason might be. I'm not sure what it is, but anyway.
And 7 people were outside, yeah.
This happened outside of an old house.
Five horses were outside.
The house was a few miles outside of a small town with very little people.
5 horses and 10
because
men.
of the location,
Yeah.
the house had no neighbors whatsoever.
5 horses were outside and they
You could
couldn't
say
get
it
the
was in
volume
middle
button
of
on their
nowhere,
remote to work.
because it pretty much
Yeah, see, Faye, that's the thing. He really had me going in the first half, and then I'm saying he, I don't know who this person is, but when they started talking about the kitchen knife thing and the garage door opener being stolen several months ago, I was like, you're losing me a little bit there, buddy.
Well, because, like, these have to be, like, quote-unquote realist story. Like, you can build up tension, but then because it has to be realistic in their terms, like, nothing extraordinary. It has to be, like,
Yeah.
a very mild stinger, and I think it kind of falls flat because of that. Like, even if,
Yeah.
like, okay, you can write a really, like, spooky story about a person with a knife in your house. But, like, in a short form, like, while keeping things kind of low-key so that it may or may not have happened really for real. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Which is why they say like, and there's 7 boring guys actually instead of just one. So it's like, and then a group of people. You know, how you can't fight against a group of people realistically, like this.
No,
And they have
several
horses.
several people and horses. I mean, you can't do anything about that. You
Have you seen
crazy?
a horse whip its fucking head around? Can you imagine if in its mouth it just so happened to have like a sock with like a bar of soap in it?
Have you
You would die.
have you seen a horse? Like,
To live in
It's
8
a
years
horse?
ago.
Have you been kicked?
The house was
Yeah,
a
like
few
my
miles
fucking
outside of
stepdad
the
got
Triss,
by a
Triss, you couldn't fight a horse. Hi, Shay. Hi, Triss.
I fucking wish a skeleton would pop out.
The skeleton pop out. I wish, yeah, no, that would improve things if it did.
No,
Fight a horse
because,
together. It's true. Also, hi everybody.
my stepdad got kicked by a horse once. Fucking
Did he?
ruined him for life. Yeah, he's got like a metal plate in his back and it sucks.
Horses are for bitches. Or horses are bitches. Sorry, Triss.
Horses are for bitches. Fuck horse girls. If you're a horse girl, don't talk to me.
Sam.
I'm talking about the fucking
And because of the
South
location, the
Old
house had
Money
no neighbors
horse girl.
whatsoever.
Like, you
You
know.
could say I was in the middle.
I mean,
Like, I own
I
5
might have-
horses on my ranch.
I might have known someone like that. Just
Fucking,
saying.
They only talk about horses and how much money their family has. Good
Goodbye,
horses.
horses.
on the morning get ready playlist. Yeah.
It is, yeah. It's true.
Pretty much was. In front of the house was a road, and in the back was a
Goodbye,
forest that continued for miles on
horses.
end. And it was empty.
When are you just gonna
There were
do
no
karaoke?
trails, no one was living there, no reason really for anyone being there. I was 26 at the time, and was really into
Oh my
filming
God.
and photography. I particularly liked night photography. One night, there was a thunderstorm outside in the distance.
What do you mean night
air was
photography?
humid,
It's
and
black.
it wasn't
Nothing shows
raining.
up. Are you stupid?
Being into photography,
You stupid.
pretty decent camera.
It's dark.
I thought
Are
it
you a fucking moron?
Oh, here's
I needed
watch me. I'm
everything
gonna do
around
some
me to
night
be as dark as
photography.
possible for
Walk
the best shot.
outside.
So I moved
daylight,
the
make
camera
my
setup
lens
out back behind the
come on.
house where there was
Idiot.
less light.
Idiot.
Specifically in a spot where I'd have a clear view of the skyline.
Baka.
The house had this fence
Yeah.
with a gate, which I guess marked the backyard. Only about 50 feet from the gate was the tree line of the forest. I sat there inside the fence for
Night
maybe a good
photos.
hour and got some pretty good
Well,
shots
yeah,
of the
because you're a
lightning
cat and you can
strikes.
see in the dark, so you'd
There
be
was
able to
almost
look
no
at them.
wind.
Yeah.
The only
You
sound you
can't
could hear was
look
the
at them.
occasional
We don't
thunder
see in the dark.
rumbling.
You can't look at your photos.
While sitting there, I felt the urge to relieve myself, so I opened the gate and walked over towards the tree.
Sorry.
I felt the I felt the urge to relieve myself.
I'm a writer, you see. I can't just say pissing. I have to say I had to relieve myself.
I felt
Could you say that again for me, buddy?
While sitting there, I felt the urge to relieve myself.
The urge to relieve myself.
So I opened the gate.
Wonderful, honey. Great job.
I felt a
I was
piss
standing
coming
there for
up.
maybe 30
I
seconds.
felt the pissing coming on.
Almost done.
I had to.
I heard something.
I felt the shadows of pisses
Couldn't make it out
past
at first, but I remember I got a
rear
strange
their
feeling
head
about
in
it.
my conscious mind.
It did not
I
feel
decided
natural.
to wander over
I stood
meander.
still, looking into the forest.
Relieving here.
I couldn't
Yeah.
see anything. The clouds had moved more towards the house,
Oh, the relieving.
and it had now begun to drizzle. I turned around towards the house as I had to get my camera equipment inside to keep it from getting wet. But just as I turned around, I heard the sound again.
Applause.
Applause? Yeah.
This time, it sounded like leaves rustling under footsteps. Again, I stopped for a second. I thought I had actually heard breathing now. Like, really close to me. My eyes were still adjusting
my
to the
God.
darkness, but as another lightning strike lit up the sky, I could see for a brief second. Some figure was stood perfectly still just feet away from me, slightly behind a tree branch. It was just looking into the ground. The only thing I remembered was that I ran, jumped the fence, and went into the house so quickly that I
Kinda
didn't even
mean,
notice
but
I'd
okay.
scratched on my leg.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
process. That's when I realized I'd left all of my camera equipment outside in the rain.
Oh
So
no.
I forced myself to go back out there. The whole time I kept my eyes fixed
Yeah, he was still peeing, Triss. Totally.
on any movement.
The whole time I kept
I
peeing.
grabbed the camera and backed into the house before locking every single door and window. That
I
night,
pissed the whole way back to the
a few
house.
hours after I'd I'd gotten into bed, I
Back
again
in
heard
my
the
day,
sound
we
of
had to piss
footsteps,
uphill.
this time walking from the inside of the house.
It was like a torrential downpour just the whole time.
Well, this isn't actually a
Oh.
thunderstorm story.
No, it isn't. He's a fucking liar.
I didn't move at all.
This
I
just
stayed
represents
still
the
as I
piss on
could.
the camera right now, you see.
Come morning, and that was it. Nothing else happened.
Oh, that was in one of the werewolf stories? Fuck, I need to listen to that one. That sounds good.
I still have no idea what I saw that night.
Piss or rain?
No one should have been out there.
Yeah.
I mean, again, all of this happened in basically the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
This was by far the scariest thing that I experienced in the 20 or so
Your
years I lived in
forecast
that
did call
house.
for showers. Ew.
Okay, so,
Mhm.
I think what we got out of that one, regardless of whether it was true or not, is that he had the urge to relieve himself, and I think that's all we really needed from it. So
We're fucking hitting the okay. Me and Lance watch movies sometimes. Every now and then. And
I mean, you
sometimes
say-
we get to a-
you say that like we don't watch them pretty much every day.
sometimes there gets to a point. Why is my microphone shaking?
I don't know.
Not bad. I think it's where I moved. Sometimes we get to a point where we just give up on something, like watching what was that movie about the Ouija board?
Ouija. It was just Ouija.
Ouija, yeah, like that, where we just fucking give up and start talking about whatever else.
I mean, that was the origin of the Five Horses thing. Was that I don't even remember how that came to be a thing. It was just we were watching Ouija, and it was so bad and boring that we just like Five Horses became a thing. Like,
The second one was surprisingly better though.
yeah, the second one was actually decent. The ending was a little bit meh, but it had some good stuff going on.
Like we're getting to the point where I remember this guy had camera equipment, I guess, and there was a person, but in my mind it's forever. Yeah, it's peeing all the way home. Yeah.
Yes, it was all about piss. I mean, at the end of the day, it was all about piss.
Mhm.
He got accosted by a gribbly gob and pissed all the way home. But no, I think what we're gonna do is I need to relieve myself as well.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that, and then I think we're gonna take a look at something different.
Laz, a gribbly gob accosted my Beatly pads, and I suddenly had the urge to relieve myself.
Yes, that's right. So we'll be back in a minute, and then we're gonna look at something really crazy and new. You're gonna love to see it. All right, be back in a second.
If it's what I'm thinking of, I think yeah, y'all will and love to see it.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna think it's great. Anyway. Oh, also.
Eek.
Alrighty. It's time for something altogether different.
Ooh.
Yes. Exactly, Sam. Exactly.
A special secret that I don't think would have a category.
It probably doesn't, but we're gonna find out.
You don't know.
Display capture, turn off. Now, let's see here.
Will we be seeing more of the Gribbly Gob?
I think we will, yes. I'm confident that the Gribbly Gob will reveal itself to us. What am I looking for? I'm looking for you. And then I'm looking for you, and then I'm looking for you, and there we are. Now where's the volume mixer? Because this is going to be noisy. Turn you down.
Oh, I've never seen that before in my life. Oh god. Are y'all seeing this shit?
Warning! Warning! A state of emergency is in
Do
effect.
they see it now?
Twitch.
Streamlabs, are you going to register this, or are you going to be silly? Oh, there we go.
Oh my god. This sure does look.
It sure does look, doesn't it? It's a look of all time.
Oh my god. Was that Ash? Oh.
Eternity. What's all this? It's Overblood, baby. What's Overblood? It's a video game. Allegedly, according to sources. Apparently. According to people. Sometimes.
Oh,
River Hill
look at
Soft
that.
Ink. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
The River Hill Softs. This looks like a fucking game from the. This looks like a game from the Hypnospace Outlaw dimension.
Good. That's the goal. No, don't start playing the intro again.
Well, they get to see the little logo they have. Yeah.
Yeah.
River Hill Softs.
Warning!
Yeah.
Warning! A state of
What's
emergency
the
is in
texture
effect.
on his like, stupid vest? Oh my god.
Does this not please members of the stream? Are you all not ecstatic at the sight of this nonsense? Also, I wanted to see if it has a category, which it probably doesn't. Overblood, do you have a category? I bet you don't. Overblood. Oh, you do. That is shocking to me. Alright.
How?
God knows. I have no idea. Anyway, so yeah, this is a Resident Evil clone, basically, from 1997, which it exists. It's a thing that is real.
I sent you a picture of what that forehead shot reminds me of in the opening.
Hang on. Oh yes, you make a very good point. Yeah, that's true. Don't start playing the opening again. You don't need to do that. Yeah, I know very little about this. I saw there was a video essay on my recommended videos that was like, this PS1 game, is it good? Is it bad? Does it deserve to be forgotten? And is it really shit? We don't know. But yeah, I saw a little bit of it and I was like, this looks like a bunch of nonsense, and I think that we should play it. So that's why we're here. I hope that explains everything.
Good sound effects though for this menu.
Yeah, no, I mean What? Because I did boot this up before just to make sure it worked and everything.
Did you boog it up?
I booged it up, yeah. Neon Sense, yeah. We love to see it. Oh, red. That's bad news.
I'm kind of digging this ambience though.
No, me too.
Never-
You don't like the crazy trumpets?
I don't know. I think I do. It's like a step away. It is both a step away from clown farts and the circular breathing oboe
You're right.
that
It's true.
that one guy does. Anyways,
Keith Orr, producer. Oh, man.
is he being cryogenically frozen at -10 Celsius?
Yes. It's so chilly. He's so cold.
I mean, that'll keep a steak fresh, but look at this fucking Scientologist haircut, by the way.
What is this place? How did I
Oh.
get here? I can't remember. I can't remember myself. My gosh, I don't even know who I am.
This is just me when I wake up in the morning. I don't know anything. It's really cold in here. Too cold. I'm freezing. I have to warm this place up, or I'll freeze to death. I don't know.
I'll have to worm this place up.
I'll have to worm this place up, yeah. Oh, what a beautiful run.
I like how he runs with his like pointer fingers out.
Yeah, no, I noticed that. Wait, he does the pushing. I forget how you do the pushing, though.
He looks like he's given like finger guns all the time.
What's your story, buddy? What's all this?
Oh, did they not want to make another hand model?
Auxiliary power device located underneath. Do not activate under normal conditions. Danger of overload and malfunction.
Oh, of course, Faye. I would never... Oh, Sam blocks subtitle. Yeah.
We usually do.
I love blocking the subtitle. I wonder what's under this.
Subtitles are
be,
offset to the left, though. Yeah.
That's true.
Auxiliary power device located underneath. Do not activate under normal conditions. Danger of overload and malfunction. For emergency use only.
Hmm.
Oh, your health's still ticking down.
Yeah, no, it is. It's true. It's very true. I wonder what's
It's
under
underneath.
this.
Oh. Beep.
Oh, Wolfie, hello. It's
Ah.
getting warmer, but it's still too cold. I need to find something to keep me warm.
Oh,
Like-
look at those textures clipping into his own ass.
Isn't it great? It's great. This is the content that we've all been looking for.
It seems as if they just modeled a universal hand for like pushing buttons or shooting a gun or just having them by your side.
Yeah. Is it-
Fucking, of course, Shay knows what the fuck this is already.
Yeah, of course, Shay, we're playing Overblood. It's not frozen. I think I can open it. Auxiliary power must have warmed it up.
Ah.
There we go.
Oh, there's a lightning bug in my room.
Oh my god.
What?
Shay, are you a fan of Overblood, Shay? It's the first time I've experienced it. Also, I'll level with you. Part of the reason I knew that was there was because I was told that you can actually just die in the opening, and that did happen to me. And as it turns out, something fun about this game is you can't skip cutscenes. So
Is your health going down in the pause menu? Or am I going crazy?
I can't tell.
Ah,
I don't think so. That would be
it's
crazy.
fucking
It is a dumpy shot, isn't it? It's very,
look-
very
oh my
dumpy.
God, you can balance a soda can on that. Anyways.
An absolute treat, yeah, Shay. That's how I feel about it too. What's this trunk?
Me when I see an elephant.
Jacket found. Obtain jacket. Great, with this I won't freeze to death. Yeah.
Yeah.
Memory chip found. Obtain memory chip. A memory chip? Here? This might be useful. What is this, Jumpies? Yeah.
Well, it's
This
not just
might
a
be
vest. You also got
useful.
some gloves.
Look at the
too.
way he walks around on the floor.
Oh. With one hand up because there's probably going to be a gun in that hand, and they
Yeah.
don't want to animate something different.
Voice recorder found. Obtained.
Sometimes you just get so excited, you see something and you go, ooh.
Wait, I want you to.
Oh.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
I
Do your
need to get a
wait,
better look at that.
uppies. Wait, do your uppies.
Oh, burpee?
Whoop.
Crouch? Oh.
Wait, hold on. Let me. Here we go. That's what we're looking for.
Oh my god. You can see the individual cheeks. Or that's the legs.
Hang
but
on.
still.
Turn to the side.
And we can pretend. Oh my god.
Also, hey, Chile. How's it going?
This is like Dino.
I know, right? It's crazy.
Look at his
Alright.
Lego brick ass. Anyways.
Oh, hydrate. Yeah, you're so right.
Drink your fucking Wawa.
You drink your fucking Wawa, you dry ass bitch.
I have been.
Yes. Voice recorder used to load or save game. I know this because this was how far I got, and I saved the game and then I turned it off. See right there. That was it.
It's the Hyana 103 digital A/D D/A disk mechanism.
Yeah, it's great shit, you know?
Or is that the ADA? ADA.
We love to see it. The Ada Wong, yeah. Alright. What else do I have?
What does that say on it?
Technologically advanced microchip.
Is it in
Vitamin has no
Mitomola?
effect here. Mitomola, yeah, I think so. Milomola. Milomola? Milomola? I don't know. A down jacket provides warmth. Goodies.
Oh, can you just spin in place for a bit? That's very good.
It's good stuff, isn't it? Meebomola Meebo 8000. Okay, good to know. Shay, I'm so glad that you know what this is. Like,
Amiibo. This is my Meebomola Amiibo 8000.
growing strong and healthy. Not possible to open. What are you? It's frozen shut.
Minbo.
Growing strong and healthy with men. Men. What about you? What's your deal? It's a small robot. Is it? Nope.
Do you remember in the 2900s when everyone was in fucking Meebo Mania was running wild?
There's a small hole here. Don't fuck the robot.
There's a small hole here. It's gone now. Yeah.
I too do jumpies when I see a robot. It's a natural response.
I would
So
agree.
it'll fit in the
I don't
slot.
think I've seen a robot. Sadly.
Me neither. Never. Not once. Oh. You're so cute.
Ah!
Ah! Oh my god. Look at you.
You're so happy.
What's the matter? Can't you talk?
It's got the Boston
You understand
Dynamics
me, don't
robot dog head on it.
Are you trying to say something? Is that all you can say? Beep? What's that supposed to mean?
What the fuck's wrong with you? Don't be rude to him.
Yeah, beep beep to you too. You're a heck of a conversationalist.
Fucking, this guy's an asshole. That
Crying
robot's
out
great.
loud, don't be so sensitive. I know it's not your fault. Okay, whatever you say. Actually, I
Beep,
wouldn't
beep,
mind the
beep. Is that
company.
all you can say? Yeah, you piece of shit.
So, what am I supposed to call you?
I'm gonna call you Beepy.
Why not?
Beepo?
it is.
Beep.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Peepo.
Peepo.
Why do you fucking got Peep?
Peepo. What the fuck? Oh, big old jumps. Here's the best character in the game. We've peaked to meet Peepo. I fully believe it. Peepo seems like the best part of this game. Also, let me just do this again, because, you know.
Not Beepo.
Peepo. Peepo.
Peepo. Like the fucking Nanoland thing?
We might have just crashed everybody. Hang on.
Peepo was the fucking Nanoland thing. Where it was like Peapod, but it's a Peepo. You know?
Peepo.
You all remember Nanoland, right?
Peepo crashed the game. No, NVIDIA, you don't need to be involved. Go away.
NVIDIA wants to be involved.
Tough.
So bad.
They don't need to be. Alright, let's go. Also, hang on. Let me... Oh, I didn't mean to hit start. Hang on. Fuck, hang on.
Why not?
Because I want to hit continue.
People.
Run ISO. And... Okay. Also, I'm gonna turn the game up a little bit because it seemed like it was kind of quiet on my end.
Fucking the Nanoland episode, the Peepo baked out of your hollowed gourd.
Peepo.
Sometimes on YouTube, if we see something funny, I slow it down to like 0.25%. Right up until the thing happens, and then I speed it up to 2x, and then click on the moment to make it happen again and again. And that's my favorite thing to do.
It's true. Sam does like to do that, and I enjoy it too. It's a good time.
Yeah, when you're fucking tired as shit, and it breaks you.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing to do.
I think we have to give the thing to Peepo again.
Peepo.
No, not jumpies. Not this time. Small hole. And Peepo, take it.
Pipglip, is that you?
On the bright side, we get to see Peepo run around again, so...
That's always... I will admit, this future robot's fucking loud. That's my one complaint.
He is kind of loud.
You just have a Shay moment, though, running around the room and being a little menace.
What's the matter? Can't you talk? You understand me, don't you?
I feel like Triss would like this little creature.
Are you trying to say something?
Yeah, Triss does like him.
What's
She
that
said so.
supposed to mean?
Triss knows about this game?
No, she just said up there, this little guy is so cute.
You're a heck of a
Oh
conversationalist.
yeah. Oh yeah, Triss is here. I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, for crying
I
out
thought-
loud, don't be so sensitive. I know it's not your fault.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the names as much. I thought
whatever you say.
I thought you were still streaming art.
Actually, I wouldn't mind the company.
You're also drawing. Okay. Fuck.
So, what am I supposed to call you? Peepo? Why not? Peepo it is. Well, it's nice to meet you,
Peas
Peepo.
your Poe.
My Poe has been peed. Alright, Peepo. Oh, I know, honey. Am I right in thinking that you can... There we go. I also heard you could do this. You could be Peepo. Or a different character.
I thought you said it beat Peepo, and I was like,
No, I wouldn't be Peepo. That would be ethically and morally wrong.
It would be.
I would never be redeemed if I did something like that.
Not even once.
Yeah, Peepo, I feel you, 100%. Yes. Honey, you're so right. What's this?
Oh, yeah, no.
Auxiliary
Shay, a good
power
pulse stretch goes a long
Functions
way.
restored.
Fucking
Can't make
audacity.
heads
It
or
really
tails out of
does.
this thing.
What did you say? Can't make
Why
heads or
don't you try
tails.
your hand at it?
Oh, I see. You're having a conversation, eh?
Tails? From
Here?
the Sonic series?
Nope. Move. Move! This accessing. Oh, man.
The fucking UI.
Disengaging door locks. Displaying information on selected organism.
What do you know? Looks like I have a name after all. Raz.
And
Raz Carsey.
Raspberry?
Raspberry.
Program has been changed due to state of emergency. Original setting for date and time of revival. Eternity.
Oh my god.
Eternity. They never meant to let me out. If it wasn't for this state of emergency, I'd have been in the deep freeze forever.
Eternity?
Razzmatazz car seat.
Car seat Jones. Oh, I love the car seat headrests. Oh.
Love to see it. Is this the door? Are you the door? Door? Oh yes, door.
Here?
Yeah, his little vest keeps him from dying. That's what keeps the cold out, you know? Also, can I save now without it crashing? Because that would be great.
No. It's more than just a little vest. It's like a fingerless gloves and some booties too.
Please don't crash.
You can
Please.
always do the other kind of saving.
Override existing data. Press oversave. Okay.
Yeah.
Wes, did you hear they're remastering the thing? Do you mean the game?
Yeah, the game. The game, the thing.
I didn't hear
Sure,
that, but
I think that
I'm
one.
glad.
Oh, I was kidding. The fucking game, really? Okay.
Such destruction.
Some ideas.
I wonder what happened here. There's something in that crack. Is
I
that
think Peepo did it.
Peepo? Honey, what did you do, Peepo? What's this all about? It's too far back. You can't reach it. Peepo, get over here with your bad self.
You keep on talking to Peepo like you would go here.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. Like,
Maybe that's just how you talk to pets.
yeah, that's how I talk to pets. And he is a pet. Peepo's a pet. Or I guess they. He's not a he. They're not a he.
We don't know.
Come on, Peepo, let's go. Let's skedaddle out of here.
I asked Peepo what gender pronouns they go by, and they just went. So who knows?
They identify as that noise.
They went.
Come on, Peepo. We got places to be.
Peep
The-
slash Po.
The Peepoing. Here of all places. A funky little guy in the genderless sense. I agree with that. I can co-sign on that.
Yeah.
Go. Oh, no, not push, Raz. Come on. It's all this. It's a numeric code log.
Their name is Raz.
Oh, look at this fucking hand. This hand.
That's. Ooh, that is a JPEG. Gonna have.
Let's see.
That's wonderful. Thank you. And it's so musical too. This is
Incorrect password.
Hmm.
Please enter again.
I'm out of ideas.
this is a fucking baby sensory game.
It is, yeah. Wish I could remember the password. You say that like you knew it. Which I'm not convinced you did. Let's go,
I
Peepo.
might have. Mm.
Go. The little fingers out when he runs is definitely a fun touch. Oh,
It is neat. It's true.
this room is very red. What do you say? The warding device is on. Must have been a big accident. You're telling me. Accident. Wowza, look at that fucking texture. What a world. Hell of a drug. Oh, he's pushing
What a-
again.
Oh, what a texture.
I love the way Peepo goes down the stairs.
He does kind of like think bonk.
Yeah.
Good for people.
Good for Peepo. They can do stairs. They're not like, what are they called? Those, Daleks, the Doctor Who things.
They're leaps and bounds beyond anything our feeble little technologies could make nowadays.
It's crazy. They're called old people? Yeah, you're right, Tris.
Old people
Yeah, they can't do stairs.
here?
Old people?
Oh.
Here, of all places? Is this something? Do you want to... No, not jump. I love how he was like, yeah, jump. Peepo,
People jump.
Peepo loves run and jump. Hang on.
People's favorite fucking
Oh.
activities are run and jump.
Look!
Oh.
Peepo loves run and jump.
Can people crouch and uncrouch?
No, seemingly not.
No, they just become a bobblehead for a second.
Yeah. Woohoo!
So I'm looking back over at chat. I realized that I thought Faye said the thing about old people, but it was actually Triss, and I'm surprised.
Yeah, it was Triss. Triss taking a dig at old people. I can respect it, you know.
It's not hard to do.
No, it's not.
It's,
Is this the room we were already in? Yeah, no it is, because that's the opening.
the room here.
Not possible to open. If I do anything with my doofy robot rabbit dorks, I want to take inspo from Peepo's noises. Yeah, they're very cute. Wow.
Yeah, have them rocket around the room like do you remember when we played Voices of the Void and like the fire extinguisher got hit and flew around the room for like a solid minute?
Yeah,
Like that.
just like that. Alright, I think the only place we haven't been is the middle door. Yeah, Peepo, we're going. We're gonna get there. Don't worry. Alright. Just a little hallway, I guess.
Gender fluid.
Oh, hey, Sid. Gender fluid.
People fluid.
Peepo fluid. Also, I should probably do a save, because I haven't done one in a while.
Yeah, and like I said, there's also the funny buttons that might help. But
True, I don't know what they are for this, though.
you're using a weird thing. It's true.
Yeah, it's like,
Using...
it's a weird emulator. I don't remember what it's called.
May I ask why? I mean,
I think it was the one that I got to work for Silent Hill. I think.
Really? It's Silent Hill being like weird with like PCSX.
Yeah, Silent Hill was acting funky. It's Pride Month, so I get extra good vibes from redeeming Gender Fluid because it's close enough to fitting. Man, that's fair. I feel that.
Looks like we're in
Oh,
some
yeah.
sort of sub-basement.
Destiny.
I don't know which was worse, being frozen or being buried alive like this.
When
People, why would anybody do this to
zone.
me?
I like how
Nowhere to go but up, and that's
the
fine
official
with me.
computer term, by the way, is eternity for someone locked away forever.
Yeah. Is there a boogler in there? Oh, a boogler!
Man, what a horrible way to die.
Oh, what, Wolfie? Why are
What
you
is
still
that?
awake?
Disease? I hope it's not contagious.
Also, there's a zombie. Look,
Zumbly. A Zumbly boogler.
Zumbo Josh.
Why would there be a dead body here? Peepo, you always know just what to say.
You always know just what to say to cheer me up.
Oh, memo found. Interesting. What's on this memo? Peepo, what's all this about?
Peepo, you so cray-cray.
Oh, it didn't do anything. Alright. I have a label that fits perfectly, but gender fluid is good enough for general use. Yeah, I get that. I feel that. Agenda.
I don't feel like... Oh, pissing off, not just piss. Okay.
Not just the pissing. The relievening, sorry. Yeah.
Relieving. Relieving ourselves live on stream.
I don't think they let you do that. Not on Twitch anyway. Maybe on Picardo. Mister, they let you piss on Picardo. Oh, god damn it.
Why?
It crashed again.
Do you have the other emulator that people use? I have never seen a PS1 game crash.
Well, you know. Do I have a different emulator? Hang on. You never got banned? Okay, good. Good to know, Triss. I will take that in.
Did you piss? Did you piss?
Wait, is this the one that I was using, actually? No.
Why is there an ant on my fucking computer? I'm gonna lose my goddamn shit.
Sam. Why are you being so angry?
I'm upset by this turn of events.
I believe you. I believe that to be true. I thought that Triss, I read that at first as Nintendo did a DMC strike. And I was like, what does that mean? But no, DMCA. Fair enough.
No, it means they released the best version of DMC 3 on the Switch.
Oh, fair.
Publicly available version. Oh.
Was this the one that I was using? I don't think it was though.
Wait, you got striked for drawing Pokemon porn? Where? On like Twitter or?
She likes Pokemon porn. And look what she keeps Googling. Can't believe you've done this to us.
Oh, I can't believe you've done this.
Yamper and Wooloo. I see.
Thank you. Anthro too, huh?
I guess we'll...
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide whether I want to just stick... we should probably just stick with this one, because, like...
You sure it keeps on crashing? I mean, you aren't that far in, to be fair.
I mean, I'm not, but also, I don't know if,
If you can get the other one working.
I will. Let me see, because here
Fair enough.
I'll put it over there, and then we can see if it works, and if not, then we will have learned our lesson.
See if it works. See if it twerks.
Run ISO. You're not doing what I told you to do, are you?
Look at all.
Hang on.
people.
Wait.
You know-
Where's the fuck?
Chris, do you know what that means?
The pissoning?
No, Nintendo saw her Pokemon porn.
True.
A Nintendo employee saw it and had to acknowledge it. You know?
Are you gonna?
And if anything,
Oh,
isn't that the best part?
are you gonna work?
You might have to sound mix it again. But
Yeah, no, I'll take care of that. I'm turning you down because
Yeah,
you're
no.
being loud. Oh, well, that's not ideal.
Warning. A state of emergency is in effect.
And how'd you do that? How did I have never had an emulator be this fucked up.
Use the other emulator, you said, Sam.
EPSXE is the most fucking stable thing. I don't know what you're doing with it.
I haven't done anything.
Or is it this game? I don't know.
Is it? Maybe it's just this being uncooperative. I don't know.
Maybe a little bit. You think it's just this game? You think this game's just cursed?
I don't know. Config,
Okay.
video. I mean, there's nothing here that should be a problem.
Are you looking at EP? Okay.
Yeah, I am.
How about window size, full screen? No, it shouldn't be squishing it down. Hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is.
Weird. Yeah, I don't know about that.
It's, it's odd because when I was doing this before, Overblood didn't crash at all with the other one. Which
Yeah, that's the fucking thing,
I
right?
find very strange. So, is there something going on with this one, I wonder, that's like...
There was one does it have any speed hacks and things like that?
It shouldn't. I mean...
How weird, how strange. How woefully wonderful.
I really don't know. You two are good dogs, almost rivaling all. Thank you. Thank you, Faye. I try my best. Must sleep now, of course. I hope you have a good sleep. I think that we're gonna try to persevere through this one.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say just find the hotkeys for the funny personal save and just ride on that.
Yeah, no, I'll do that because it seems Sorry, where did you put the game? Where'd you put the game? Where'd the game go? Oh, you put it in here. Okay. Okay, you don't need to make that noise. Come on. Don't be like that. Don't talk back to me like that, EPSXE.
I like Peepo better.
Me too. Peepo would never do these things.
EPSXC, that's
I didn't check what the hotkeys were.
fucking, what is it usually? It is
Hang on.
F5 to save, F7 to load, or
I'm
F1
gonna-
to save, F3 to load.
Mm,
There's another bug in my room. I fucking hate this. Where are they getting in from?
what's going on, Sam? God. States load. Hmm. No.
I thought I caught it, but then it rolled up the fucking paper towel.
The buggening. The buggening. The buggening. Hang on.
It crawled back at me.
Oh, icky. Hang on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how is Lucy not
PCSX.
sleeping?
Quick save. Is it just the button that you would assume it is?
Oh yeah, it's I think it's F1 save, F2 switch slot, F3 load, right?
Yeah, it looks like it is. Okay, it's good to know. No, we're gonna try to persevere through this. I just have to remember to save and stuff.
You can do it. We believe in you.
We believe in you. We believe in you. Thank you, Riverhill Soft, with your funny little noise.
Thank you, Riverdale Soft.
Oh, Riverdale Soft. Nothing soft about it.
Wow.
When you're stripping to Mad World. I'm not sure what's... I wonder if it's because Steam is open. Just as a hypothetical thing that could be pissing it off. I don't know. We'll see. It saw that Steam was on and it just got so mad. On the plus side, we get to see the Boogler again, so it's good.
Ooh, looks like we're in some sort of sub-basement. I don't know which was worse, being frozen or being buried alive like this. People, why would anybody do this to me? Nowhere to go but up, and that's fine with me.
I like how he addresses Peepo like he's a person, or like they're a person. Like...
Peepo is a person.
Oh, Wolfie.
Fuck you.
You always know.
Man, a horrible
It's a
way to
zombie.
die.
You see?
What is that? Disease? I hope it's not contagious.
I just did, Wolfie. Ha, got you. I just hydrated. You were too late.
You were too late. I've already done the yummy sips.
Why would there be a dead body here? Whoa. A memo. Peepo, are you seeing this shit? Because I can't believe it. It is bonkers. Why?
A Peepo memo. Also, I will be right back. I need to get rid of these bugs.
Alright, sounds good. Also, I just did a quick save, so we'll see if that actually works or not, because, you know.
It'll save you from having to go to the load menu each time.
True, it will. Ah. Peepo, let's go. Come on. Peepo, do you like to rah? Are you a fan? I bet you are. Peepo. You had a numeric block, didn't you? I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that this note might have a code for that. Can I get out of here? Let me go.
Please enter again.
No. Alright, now if I was to... Oh. No, 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 hang on. Nope, nope, don't go in there, you fool.
Incorrect password. Please enter again.
I saw that in stuff on it. Hang on. Alright. Memo. 91861. Could one of you lovely creatures in chat write all these down so I don't have to go out and look at this over and over again? Okay, thank you, Sid and Shay. Appreciate it. Let's see, 9, 1, 8, 6, 1.
Incorrect password. Please enter again.
Okay. 16819. 16819.
Incorrect password. Please enter again.
Ah, so it's the last one or it's none of them at all. 618. No.
Incorrect password. Please enter again.
You really got me on that one. Yeah. 61819.
Incorrect password.
What?
Please enter again.
Oh, wait. Oh, sorry, I mixed them up. I'm being a fool.
Why is 6 afraid of 7?
789.
Because 819.
Yeah.
That's how you'll remember it.
9.
With your...
Password accepted.
Ah, there we go. See?
Disengaging door lock.
See, a peepo in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. That's what they say.
I don't know, not a big Bush fan.
You don't like Kate Bush?
I was thinking more the president, but yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not a fan of him either. We were talking the other day about when somebody threw a shoe at him and how good that was. I was very pleased about that. Oh yeah, I wonder if maybe the codes get used elsewhere. What the fuck is going on in here? This is great. What are you?
Peepo did a jump.
Peepo, what is this? Oh!
Whoa! It did a little spin.
They're still alive?
It did a funny
Wow.
little spin.
It did. That was a rowdy boogler in there. Yeah, Peepo, I agree.
I feel like if I was in Peepo is cute now. I feel like if I was in a work environment with Peepo and I was alone on this ship for a month, only to like I might go crazy.
That's a big old hole.
Peepo, did you do this?
Peepo, did you do that hole? Was that you? I love when he pushes the air.
Peepo, whenever Peepo jumps, they do come apart at the seams.
Yeah, but you know, that's what they do. Does a spin to scare and piss you. Whoa, that's an ass. Hi.
It's a...
A spinning ass, no less. My god.
Why is there spinning ass statue? Why is it so shiny?
Hello? Wait, I'm gonna get there eventually. Hello?
Awesome.
Statue's floating in the air. How can that be? It's,
Is
you
this
know...
person-
it's magic.
Do they not know what the future is?
No. Well, he was in hyper sleep or whatever.
This is the slushy machine.
It seems to be broken. Peepo, can you fix it?
Peepo, I need to use the microwave. Can you reach the buttons for me?
Peepo, this microwave is not working. Do you know how to fix a microwave? Okay, you do? Good.
Peepo, get in there and I'll hit some buttons to see if it works.
Yeah. So, are you just a coat rack? What are you? Coat rack?
That's a lamp.
Oh, clever.
like a
I
little-
see what's going on here.
It has a little toilet back and lid to it, but
Hi. Cool. Ooh, there's a glass thing. What
Peepo,
are you
kill
all
this man.
about? I think we're gonna have to kill this guy, Peepo.
It looks like you're leaning over. It looks like you're trying to give him like a little scare and be like, "Ooh, good luck."
Rah, Peepo, I'm coming for you.
Rah, and you're like, "Come here."
What's this all about? Pretty warm for a refrigerator. Must be broken. Peepo, do you have any input on this? Not possible to open. Yeah, okay.
Not scientifically.
Not scientifically possible. Wonder if Peepo can do anything with the floating lady.
Peepo, does this make you feel
Peepo?
anything?
Peepo, what not possible to obtain, okay.
Not possible to obtain.
Why were you channeling a little bit of Wesker there?
Complete Peepo saturation.
Anti-gravity device found. The fuck?
Oh, put that in Peepo so he fucking.
Oh! What was that? It
You
was
died.
great. No, I know, but the scream. Like, what the fuck? Oh, it's not loading the save.
What? What button are you pressing?
So I pressed F1.
Did you press F3?
Yeah, I pressed F1 to save it and then F3 to try to make it load.
Oh, did you press F2 at all?
No, I don't think so.
Here, can you like?
I mean,
make, like, a test F1 save here.
Okay. F1
And then yeah, try to load it back with F3.
doesn't do anything.
What? Are you? Oh no, you're using that other emulator, right?
Yeah.
Is it the same? What about F5?
Let's find out.
Now F7?
Nope.
What's the name of the emulator you're using?
PCSX, I think.
Oh, you're using PCSX right now, not the other one.
What are you talking about?
What was the first emulator that you were using? Are you using PCSX or the weird one that crashes?
PCSX is the one that crashes.
Was it? I remember I seeing some like other thing you were launching up that looked weird.
No, it's PCSX. Uh, 611891.
Password accepted.
Also, hey video, by the way.
Disengaging door lock.
Couldn't say it, but hi. How's it going? Let's go, people.
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 Popey, 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 popey.
Let's try to save it here again. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Don't crash. Don't do it. Okay. Good. Just take a really long time to
Oh.
save though.
Oh. That's you're using PCSX, not fucking
Yeah,
EPSXE is the one I usually use.
Yeah.
Yes.
I told you. This is the boogler room. Stuff is grotesque. No, don't push. I want to see it spin again. Ah! Spooky.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
try holding control and pressing 1.
Okay, hang on. Control 1.
Now try pressing Alt and 1.
Didn't do anything.
Weird. PCSX Reloaded apparently is
Do you mean 1 or F1?
1 apparently. I'm also seeing Shift plus F1 and Shift plus F3
Okay. hang
for
on.
like save and load.
Shift F1. Let me move. Shift F3. Didn't do anything. I've never used like quick saving with this thing.
Weird.
I don't know that it even has quick saving, to be honest.
Yeah, PCSX instead of like
And it crashed.
weird. Yeah.
Does your keyboard have a function button?
Function.
Yeah, no worries, Shay. It's all good. Function
I guess-
button.
You gotta fucking open up the emulator anyways. I wonder if you can like go in and look at the hotkeys.
Well, see, that's what I was trying to do, and then it. Cause see, it seemingly. Oh, here we go. Like,
Codes.
no, I know, but there was a hang on. See, it says states, and there's a load and save. So seemingly there is a way to do this. It's just.
Can you hover over save 1 maybe, and it'll give you like a little states save. I guess you'll just have to have that on another monitor to tab over to and just go pink.
Well, the problem is when the game runs, this turns into the game. Like, this doesn't stay up, this turns into the game. So it's not going to be here.
So weird. So fucking weird.
This is the only... every other thing I tried to get to run Silent Hill wouldn't work. This was the only emulator I could get to run Silent Hill. And that's why I have it. Like, that's the only
Apparently,
reason.
like trying to run EPS EPS fucking EPSXE also is like really weird with it apparently too.
With Overblood?
Isn't that what you tried to do? You tried to like run Overblood through EPSXE?
I did, yeah, and it didn't...
Swear. Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't... well, that was the same thing it did when I tried to use Silent Hill. It just did that. It didn't work. So...
How weird. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you know.
Oh! Load bindings, save bindings.
Whoa.
What?
Oh no, that's
What are you...
controller layout convert.
What the
Like
fuck?
saving a mapped controller and then loading
Oh.
thing. You know.
You... foul thing.
How strange.
Hmm. Get out of here.
Get out.
Get out. Memory cards.
I don't.
No.
I don't think this seems the font, especially. This just seems like a really early PlayStation 1 emulator.
I'm just looking for anything. Like,
I don't know if it has it.
well, I mean,
If
it
anything,
must have it though, because it has states though. Like,
uh, PCSX Reloaded, which has the thing. Weird.
let's see. I think.
Well, is this Reloaded or is this like the first version of it?
I think this is. I believe this is PCSX Reloaded. I don't think you can get the original anymore. I think it's basically gone. Like, I'm pretty sure it's been, like, wiped off the internet from what I can tell.
Yeah, on the emulation wiki, it should be F1 to save state, F3 to load state, you know?
Okay. Let me, Come on.
Although, do you have a function button?
I can... I'll check it in a second. I'm curious if... Because I realized something just a second ago that I'm... let's see. F1. Okay, F1, F3 doesn't do anything. 1 and 3 doesn't do anything. Shift F1. That doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it's so strange.
Shift 1.
I mean, I imagine like...
Yeah,
like,
none of it.
Window is selected and all that stuff.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's...
So weird. Because you've used F keys before for that.
Yeah, no, I have. It's...
Well, this is just part of the experience, I guess.
Hmm. Guess we can...
I mean, unless you want to play this on Bleem, you know.
Blame?
Yeah, Bleem.
What's blame?
It's fucking... It's another PS1 emulator, is what it is.
Oh. Oh, hey, Gil. How's it going? It's been a little bit. Hope you're doing good. Nothing here.
Bleem, Bleem, Bleem. Sorry, I can't go to the party right now. I'm playing on Bleem.
Weird ass.
Yeah, I don't know, cause like, okay. When you did you look at it and then say, I want to take this?
Yeah, no, I did.
Maybe if you look at it, say no, and then tell Peepo to get it.
You have a good point. Not doing good, lost your job on Friday? I'm sorry about that. That sucks.
Oh shit.
Hope you find something new soon, hopefully.
Why does people love to jump?
We've established this. People loves run and jump.
True. You don't want to crush Peepo, do you?
No, but I want to see if it'll do it. Okay. Tipo? Not possible to obtain.
Yeah, because like I was thinking like look at it as the guide to know it's a thing, and then tell people because fucking it's like old point and click logic, you know. I need to know the thing is
True.
here.
Statue is floating in the air. How can that be?
I need to crouch down.
Leave.
And they go, actually.
People, you're in the way, honey.
Yeah, because people can't crouch. Unfortunately.
No, there's no peepo option here to like.
Which is
Unless
highly unfortunate.
Yeah, no peepo option is a tragic thing. Also, I'm assuming this is not activated via this card. Like,
I mean, it might just be something to get later, you know.
yeah, you could be right. Maybe it's a. Oh, what?
Why did you fucking do that? Why?
Okay.
Well, no, I looked at it.
That
And
was
now that you looked at it.
so strange. I didn't even. Okay. Sure.
That was like a Robbie moment, you know?
It was, yeah.
That was just inspecting the statue after you looked at the thing, right?
Yeah, no, it was just. I think I, like, moved something in the wrong way, and then it just fell.
No, you needed to look at it first, and then you need to push it.
Item has no effect here. Peepo, do you wanna eat this? Peepo, what if you ate this?
I
Okay.
don't think people can handle that amount of power.
Why not?
Do you want people to fly?
Yes, I do.
People to be airborne?
I want Peepo to take flight.
That is crazy talk, and you know it.
I know. I want Peepo to ascend.
Like the bait,
Yes.
like that scene in Riverdale.
Mm,
I throw people at the fire to see what happens next.
I would never throw Peepo at the fire.
I would to spectacular results.
I wish this loading menu didn't take so long to come up.
But it looks so cool, though.
It does, but it takes a really long time. Takes so long. Meh. Yeah, Peepo, you're right.
People is my rock, the glue holding this whole experience together.
Yeah, Peepo's really doing all the heavy lifting here.
Heavy lifting with the little, like, it really, because I guess that's probably like a common design used in these types of things in factory machines and all that. But like, you see people with the Boston, Dynamics robot hands.
Yeah,
Sends weird signals to my brain.
that's fair. I can understand that. Oh. Pushing? What?
What?
Oh my god,
Pushing.
we can push the pushing here?
Yeah, you could always push, right?
I mean, yeah, but I didn't realize that, like, you could push something of this size.
Big,
Big,
strong.
stronger man. Push Peepo.
Don't push people.
I would never. I'm just trying to scare him.
I push people, but only in the. I would use people to curl. I think.
That's fair.
With the game with like the brooms and like you push the broom along and go.
Yeah, I think he could do that pretty well. Like,
This is just PS1 accurate. Sid is right.
yeah. Oh, there's a thing. Guys, look at that. There's a thing.
The thing? Here?
The thing here.
The fuck. Why do we keep on saying that?
We love a good pushing blocks around puzzle. We really do. I haven't seen one of these little ditties since Star Fox Adventures.
That's true, actually.
Crazy about that.
In my mind, the berry man in Silent Hill Ascension says, "I'm the berry man. I like to collect berries and make jams." But I know he doesn't say I am the berry man.
Oh, did you read that? Likes to accept cards.
Oh.
What's with this, Okay.
Loud.
Fucking hell. Calm down.
Whoever built this place had a cruel sense of humor. What's the point of switches that you can't switch?
I can't figure this thing out. It's just too complicated. Well, I know a man for that. Or a robot for that. Peepo, sort this shit out.
Peepo's gender fluid, I think.
Power switch off. This was the security switch. I'm glad you're with me, Peepo. Peepo, my best friend in the whole world. Shouldn't be shocked anymore.
Gender fluid.
Gender fluid Peepo. Laser knife found. Of course.
What is...
Naturally. A laser knife. This thing's sharp enough to cut metal.
You just painted a knife as that green. I mean, that's a
No!
good color for, like,
Zam, it's a laser knife. Come on.
It's... yes.
It's a laser knife, don't you know?
Knife.
Are you gonna zap me? Please don't zap me.
Zaps
This won't
you.
open. What? What do you mean it won't open? But it's a keyed card. This item has no effect here. What the fuck are you talking about? It's a fucking thing. Use. It won't open. So what was the point of this laser knife? Is this an essential part of our journey?
It lets you laser, not lets you knife.
Do I have it now? No, where'd it go? How do I... Peepo, how do I laser knife? Do you know?
Yeah, please give Peepo the knife.
I think Peepo should have the knife. I'm in full support.
I think Peepo should have the knife. I think Peepo should have the gun.
I think Peepo should be allowed to do whatever they want, to be honest.
Peepo could knock down Robbie, and we wouldn't care.
No, I'd let them get away with it, yeah.
They would reach up their
Peepo-
little roboted hand and go and like knock him off.
Peepo is a free spirit.
Sassy swear.
Peepo, you are a free spirit, and I will not try to stop you.
More like a freak spirit, am I right?
Sam, that's a very rude thing to say to Peepo. Oh, good.
So temperamental.
I'm starting to think that maybe,
Maybe we need to see about this.
yeah, I'm starting to think that maybe we should call it a day and, pick this up when, the game isn't crashing constantly.
I mean, it's fair, admittedly.
Yeah. Because, you know.
Yeah, it's a little. It is a little frustrating.
I mean, I don't think, like, you know, I'm not going to try to, like, troubleshoot on stream and stuff, because that would just take
Yeah.
a long time.
We could go back to spooky stories.
We could. That's true.
Could always just call it though if you feel more like that.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired. I don't know. Like,
EP,
yeah.
EP. But I don't know. I think I should I know we can troubleshoot the stuff and see if we can't get this running on a different emulator maybe that has actual save states. But you know,
Yeah.
more than just the crashing problem, it is also oh boy, I sure hope this next seemingly normal action doesn't kill me.
Yeah. So, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we're gonna call it, because I'd rather just look into it and get it figured out and everything.
Yeah, I know. I mean, what we saw of the game though, of the fucking, we made a new friend, right?
Yeah.
We rotated, and we found the laser knife, of course,
It's true, we did.
and we murdered an ass statue, which is great.
It was a good little collection of activities, yeah. Does anybody have a good person to raid, out of curiosity? Triss is not currently on, so my usual go-to is not available.
I think. Nah, I only know. I would be open for suggestion. I only know bigger people who are alive right now. Yeah, like his son. Like, I mean, JDS is like you could raid Bun, true. But I think JDS also has like 26 people. They'd also do like Helldivers as well. I mean, I don't know. We could raid Bun if you want, though. And they're doing Jackbox Party Pack.
I'm looking at...
Are you scrolling through the Twitch list of just people? Are we gonna make a new friend today?
I was considering it, but that can be a dangerous game.
We love dangerous game. No, let's fucking do it. I mean, let's make someone's day. You know, someone's night of like, oh shit,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, cool. Classic. The classic Twitch search furry viewer count low to high, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Depending on if you see anyone doing some like cool shit, you're like, oh, okay. But then again, isn't that also kind of fun when you like go, oh wait, this person's French.
I mean, that's the experience that you've had for sure.
Oh, they're French. Damn. What you looking at?
I'm just browsing. Nobody's really standing out, to be honest.
Oh no. Eek. I mean, fair.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like I said, we could just go to like Bun or something.
Yeah, that's true.
Or
Yeah, sure. Let's just do that. That's fine. Yeah, there we go.
everybody go.
Yeah, I'll probably be on Zam's thing on Monday, and then hopefully try to do this on Tuesday, but we'll see. But
Goodbye,
yeah,
everybody.
hope you have a good night. See y'all later. Bye-bye.
So it's fucking true, said. But anyways, yeah. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Go.
There was an occultist who had an empty lighter